My name is Rhapsody, his name is Orbital Potato, and welcome back to Slipways. How's it going, bud?
It's going really well. How are you doing?
Things are looking up. We had the previous run, of which we shall never speak. And now we have this one, which I said at the start of the previous run. Damn it, I broke my own rule. I said at the start of the previous run that you were going to get to elect the races and perks here.
You mean last week's episode?
Would you like?
You mean last week's episode, the previous run, the Sunday.
But of course,
the Sunday video last week. Yeah, okay. My selection. Let's see what we got. Would you mind running through the races? See what everyone's got.
Sure. The car has deep drilling as well as mineral seeding, has the miners and prospectors. We've got orbital labs as well as xenolab here, xenology and scholars, and then bacterial seeding, soil and food processors. A project that meets all of the requirements for wheat. That is just 1 degree removed from what we previously were trying to do.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say Vittori, Aphorians, and Silphid, please. I feel like this is a game show. Thanks. I'll have.
Would you like any large numbers? Small numbers?
3 consonants and a vowel, please.
Perfect. Aphorian is a vowel. Vittori is a consonant. Silphid's a consonant. I'll find you another consonant when we jump into the game.
Thanks. I would appreciate that. Okay, this is the worst collection of everyone's perks that I think I've ever seen. Like, not a... there is nothing good. I legitimately do not see anything that I like. Apart from Xenostudies, which I really like. And I was trying to, build something around a Xenostudies build where you basically don't build any labs. Because I'm kind of thinking maybe we can do something with that. The problem is that brain-machine interface is not something that we can tolerate. This is fine. Let's roll with it. And let's run through the perks. What do we got? Anything that you immediately see that sticks out as useful?
I gotta be honest, well prepared for the extra 40 at the start.
We've never taken it. Let's do it. Let's spice it up a little bit. Let's do it.
Yeah. Look, if we could get... Scholars isn't it, right? We then just go down the line of missions until we get 1 more tech and then pop Xenostudies so we don't ever have to build a lab.
It's very enticing.
Remnant and Primordial.
Primordial, I think,
is
where we want it.
Yeah, how is Silphid working into this? Is it only the possibility of getting the Microforge labs?
The reason that I took Silphid is because I thought it was better than the other 2. To be honest, because Bakar without microchips, I'm just very anti-pogged about. But to be honest, actually thinking about it, working through the membrane sort of stuff, yeah, maybe Silphid isn't what we're after.
Maybe. Just having a quick look at Dender. Obviously, the Xenolab wants people, and it also wants water. Wants food synth on Forge Wells. Happiness bonuses on people producing planets are doubled.
No.
Silent food processor. I guess this gives us the ability to ignore wheat if we go like Xeno and Soylent.
Nah, it's a project. It's a project. So
it is a project,
and it locks us down.
What project are we going to be making in this run?
Late game projects potentially, which we won't know obviously until we jump into the game. Which is a bit of a sad.
So Xenostudies can happen on Remnant and Primordial planets.
Yeah.
Does that push us in any special direction?
I feel, you know what? Going back to Bakar, I actually think that Bakar might be decent. What is Bakar's perks actually?
Whenever you deliver ore, gain 6, and the other is 15% of empty signals become asteroids, increases the value of exploited asteroids by 30.
I think we want to take that.
We've never run a build where we try and do asteroids.
Yeah.
Is that real? You know what?
I-
I'm not even going to confirm. That's really what we're going to try and do.
I think it has more value than mines produce 6, I think.
Yeah, because it's going to be difficult for us to export mines a lot here.
Yeah.
Because like the mines, as we said in as we've never said before, mines can only go to Forge Worlds and Ocean World colonies and labs. So unless we're doing a lot more forging stuff than I think we are doing initially,
Agree.
then here's a 5-banger with pretty good ones. That can be a 4, but that is the maximum it can be right there. That one. Okay, yeah, it's a 4. 4's up there. 4's up there. Yeah, let's take the 5 and then see where we're at.
Yep. Ocean World. Ocean World is good.
Interesting.
So asteroids.
Ocean World is good.
We should
some output for another 4.
We should consider our proximity to asteroids very acutely, I think. So any empty signals are pog now. Xeno studies is the priority, I think. We want to try and immediately get that up and running. Also, orbital labs. Orbital labs is an interesting tech, actually. If you want to check out orbital labs in the research, so it leads to an upgrade, deep study, which actually gives even more research, which is really quite interesting. Have we got any?
Maybe we just pog out of control on research. So our late game stuff is Virtual Afterlife project on planets is successful or better. The Orbital Labs is also a project that wants an idle person. So does Virtual Afterlife, wants an idle person for happiness. Trade League, Trade Hub structures facilitates the exchange of resources. Connecting 2 or 3 different types of resources yields money and happiness.
I have never seen that. I've never seen that tech at all. That's incredible.
Is our build legitimately going to be Xeno Studies, Orbital Labs, Bum Rush, Trade League?
Yeah.
Use geo-harvesting to get a bunch of money in the middle, just blowing planets up?
Geo-harvesting's legit. Okay, we need to optimize for science as much as possible. We have to. So I think we're looking for one of those two-way trades, right? We're looking for either a remnant world into a colony for the chips, a two-way chip trade, or we're looking for an ore into an ocean world, something that allows us to basically get a colony with a half-supplied resource and also another planet of something that floats a free resource, which we can stick into a lab of some sort.
Colony, water export, two-way connection.
Exactly like that. And actually, that swamp is great as well because that also does not provide water and therefore is irrelevant. So ignore what I'm saying.
Well, no. It doesn't need to provide water, right? It can provide the wheat. It would just be a robot that we're going to need from somewhere up here.
Problem.
Let me scaffold that out. Yep.
Slight problem is that if we do connect wheat in from the swamp, then that will cut off the water connection to the leftmost side of the galaxy, and the leftmost side of the galaxy would maybe be another source of water. If the lab goes right in the center there, you know what I mean?
Ah, right. The idea is this feeds up and that feeds across. Well, I mean, if we want to do that, we can check out...
That's a shame. That's a shame.
I mean, actually, if we colonize this, though, then I can put it there and get a 5 even.
We're gonna take that anyway. Honestly, I think we've got a good two-way. We got a good two-way trade as it is. Let's yoink it.
There's our bot.
That's water as well, and that's also a two-way. What does it take to upgrade the water world there? Just out of curiosity. If you were to put a colony on the Earth, not a colony on the Earth. No, yes, the bottom one.
Another person. Although, like, again, I'm just gonna scaffold something out here for a second.
Yeah, there's something here.
Bot makes wheat, people make bot. And then the water comes in from here, and this makes an extra person, and then that connects in as well. So in general, if we if we don't take one of those, we don't take that, then we go for this and then this connection. We get to October. Unfortunately, colonizing anything at this point is going to skip us over the year. So we could take 2 scans right now, November, December, where it'd be 3 scans if we want to get to a new year. And then connect that, and then we have a bunch of things that aren't struggling whatsoever. This is making excess people. This will make a normal amount of people, but it will get closer to popping successful.
Let's scan to the south then. Let's scan to the south because we're ideally looking for a Forge World or something to increase our trade values a little bit further.
I think you're right.
That's criminal, honestly. Like it should be illegal to be that close to being a 5-banger and not be a 5-banger.
Wait a second. Give me a moment here.
As somebody once told me, I appreciate your optimism.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you're right.
That's
you do.
That's good.
Another Forge, another Remnant World. That's not going to be able to make good for us.
That's really good, okay? Because that primordial is going to be earmarked as our first lab, Xeno lab. That's really good. Any primordial, we need to, stick into the Phylofacts as science lab to be.
Or
what about it?
We do the same thing, but we do it with Remnant Worlds. I know Remnant Worlds are a little bit rougher to transform away from, but hear me out. This becomes that. This becomes a Gaia Worlds. We connect the excess water there. We connect the excess down there, and then that goes up there.
No. That water,
and then boom.
That water would go into a lab. It doesn't need to go into the extra planet at the moment. It can go into a lab in the middle there, right?
Well, actually, it can even get extra wheat there.
Do we need the wheat? I don't think we need the wheat, though. I think I'd rather have the lab, wouldn't you?
So the water would go up here?
I'm just thinking, like, yeah, because where would the lab be? Because we'd intersect the wheat delivery route. Yeah,
and this would also need a third person, which actually it doesn't get 2 more people if I connect it. Hang on. Yeah, it does get 2 more people, so that actually does have a person to go up here if we wanted to try and do it like that.
You know what? I actually think that this is legitimately the strongest start that we've ever had, because this is immediately banging. I mean, that was like 20 income. I think, honestly, just roll with that. Just go with it. Go with it. Yeah,
I'm gonna skip to the end of the year and then set it up.
Do a scan to the right, to the south right, because that might be a Forge World. Down the big boy in the middle is what I was thinking right there. And also, if we get another asteroid, that's also pretty poppin'. Jungle gives water.
Let's give water.
Can we rework this in such a way?
Cut this back off.
Yeah.
People make bot makes water and makes biomass, and then we cut off our ability to support this at all, except from another. I guess bot out there. So this needs a person. The bot goes up here, makes the wheat that goes back down there, goes back over here. Then we have all of that complete. We get another bot that comes out to here. We make the
mechanized harvest. Yeah,
the mechanized harvest. We have an excess person from here. And then we have a water and a water. So it's 2 water and 1 person input.
That's 3 science? 3 science, right?
4? 3, yeah.
3.
Because the first person and the first material make 1 science, and then after that, materials make 2, and people make 1.
Uno, yeah. What about...
What about that? Yeah, I agree.
What about...
People and water.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't want to study water because we want people and water going into...
I mean, we're going to have water coming out the wazoo, frankly, from that ocean world. Like, we still have a water spare, and we've not even popped a second person in it. Okay, I mean, we got one more scan anyway, right? So we don't need to necessarily make our decision right now. We have one more scan until year ends. Yeah.
This is the most dense one I can see.
I think you're right.
Arid colony that could take this water?
Helpful, actually, yeah.
Can, actually. Gives us another person, which goes back into this. It's a two-way trade. That being another colony with another two-way trade is good income.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at our missions.
I think we want, missions, and then I think we want to get the lab down if at all possible.
We can get that successful. And then a remnant planets are successful.
I mean,
that's not hard if we do the previous plan of making the robots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then this would just be exporting water up here. It still needs another person in, which it does get. This actually instantly pops.
Yep.
We can do both of those missions this year.
Yeah, let's do it. This is ridiculous.
I'm just gonna again try and scaffold very quickly, and we'll fix it up in a moment.
Yeah. Yep.
Just makes bots. Wait, hang on. No, it's not bots make wheat there. It's bots make that there. Up. Does that need to connect up?
No, that's going to the lab, isn't it? And then we get wheat from the swamp.
Yeah, that's going to the lab, so we don't do that yet.
Swampville, yeah.
That goes there, and then the person goes out here.
Yep.
Gets our successful. Gets to a new year. No. Okay, so don't colonize this and then do that.
Okay. That's really good. Good.
Okay, so in October of this year, and then it's the colony and the connection. This remnant world, are we going to be colonizing that anytime soon? Maybe we pop an asteroid.
No, that will.
No, they're so good.
That remnant world will definitely become a lab. Like 100%. That is prime
right,
location
yes.
for a lab.
Water, person, you're 100% correct. Yes. So we need the 6 science so that we can get that online. Do we? Yeah, no, because this is a person for something down here. I think you're right.
This is, so the problem is right now is that we don't have any roadmap to get goods to that colony right there. And I don't think that there's a single source that remains except that big source, unidentified source in the top right of the, not even that one. I'm just thinking, like, how on earth do we get goods? There's no way that we can get goods to that planet in the middle, which means that person is the last person that we get. That's
1 unit of goods to any planet that is producing bots.
Very pog.
This is
very pog.
That actually may be. It's a project as well, but that is on the planet.
It's okay.
So it's not a project on the good planet. It's a project on the bad planet that we don't really care about. Obviously, we can also try and use solar farms for the same achievement. I don't think that's going to be too difficult to fix up later. It's just we're now in October. Do we skip the last 2 months of the year to finish this stuff up here and then finish that down there? Right? Because this is still exporting out there.
I don't know.
Later, it's just.
Can we not do?
Don't know about skipping. You want to scan?
Yeah. Can we do like one more colony? Can we do mechanized harvest now and can do the connection, or is that not possible?
No.
You sure? Oh, that's such a shame.
As soon as we colonize. 3 months.
Can we build a lab? No, we're not going to be able to get 2 connections.
And -5 our upkeep for next year.
Yeah. Sad. I
think it is just skip. It's only 2 months. Could be a lot worse.
No, not even. It doesn't even make sense popping an asteroid. Nah, you're right. Yeah, skip. Okay. This is good income. This is very good income that we've got here. Easy.
Successful.
Easy.
And then this one is.
I have to.
I have to pop that eventually. So
rewind.
I can't
rewind and do the popping at the end of the year. Then. Before we.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. One more.
Big old brain work out there. Love it. Save us a month.
I actually love the increased value of asteroids. Like it's given us 8 instead of 6, which is just huge, actually.
Boom.
There we go.
New missions available.
That's incredible. That's remarkably
Oh!
quick.
We did one of the Vittori missions. We actually might be able to just do the Vittori mission here, get 8, invent 2. Oh. Come on! I mean, it still may actually end up being the one that we want to do. This one's super easy to do.
Mistakes have been made.
Have they?
Yeah. We can no longer study water from the mechanized harvest planet because the water is going back into the robot production world. Which was necessary for it to successful, but also kind of torpedoes a little bit our water studying plans. It's not the end of the world. It's actually
yeah,
fine.
because we were still only going to be studying for 3 here. 3 is nice though. 3 would have been able to get us this in a fast enough period of time.
I mean, scanning to the north perhaps is an option. How close are we to hitting the next colony size? We must be like 1 planet away, right? 2 planets.
2. 1 safe planet.
So if there's another water source to the north, then that would be excellent. There's also that there.
Although this kind of earmarked a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe a scan to the north-ish, just north above the swampland. If that yields a water source around that vicinity, then that would be great.
Something out of here, you mean?
No, sorry, above the swamp world.
Above the swamp world.
I'm thinking of sticking a lab in between the arids, the ocean, and the swamp. Basically, if we could get another water source that would justify sticking it in there somewhere. Does cut off.
Maybe we're just not studying water.
What else do we want to study? We could study robots. Not really.
I don't extremely dislike that.
I mean, where do we stick the lab though, right? Because we need to get another colony. Because we're not going to be able to sort that out. Yeah,
I mean, so this would be I mean, I'm just going to draft it. That goes out there. That makes a robot. And then then we're out of money. We can't make labs. Both of these want water and they're directly next to one another. This could end up connecting out here as well to export. No, it'll only export 1 good and it'll export it out there. Dang. But yeah, 2 people, robots.
I think that's fantastic. If you want to undo that and do that in the optimal order, I think that's perfect. I legitimately think that's perfect. And also that brings into range like 3 good asteroids that will give us an inordinate amount of money. And that's great.
We're also about to colonize 3 planets.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer, I think. Do we have any 2-way trades? Not really. Maybe 1. Humans into water? No, not even.
Well, no,
not even.
With the way this is scaffolded, that's into wheat, that's into people. Yeah, we don't have any 2-way trades available there.
Just take the other one then, I guess. Like, that's invent 2 tech. It's gonna take a while, but
I think you're right. Okay, and then it's September, so I can make something and then I can try and fund it. Dependency, only 1 dependency, 2 dependencies, so it has to be this one.
Yeah. Can you pop the asteroid as well there, actually?
No, it'll take us to the new year putting that in connection.
Okay. All right. That's all good. That's such a juicy asteroid. That's so good.
It's going to be so damn good for us. That is going to be the boost of income that we really, really need. And then this is wheat into people.
Yeah.
Pop that up there. Guess that can even
It can.
just
it's
for
absolutely worth it, yeah.
4 income.
Yeah. Pays itself back in a year for a connection, so it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And then this becomes a
Robot.
hang on.
Yep.
1 out, 1 out. Okay, yeah, so the final person is going into a lab here.
Yep.
Do we now do the scans before we commit any extra actions?
I think you're right. I think we do scan to the left of the remnant world. I think that's the Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's actually not too bad. I actually rate that. I think that's really good for us, to be honest.
It's not awful, but we're still looking for another robot over in this area to
Yeah.
really take this lab to the next level.
Yeah, for sure.
Does it need to get to the next level, or do we just need 3 on board?
Yeah,
Nah.
just get it done. If we find another robot, then that's great. If not, then no big deal. We can survive, I think. Can you... Is it maybe worth getting...
Can I try and do the lab instead first?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if I colonize anything else, it would fail.
So
that would give us 1, and then 3 more next year, which doesn't get us to Xeno studies.
Yeah, we're not going to get any meaningful returns by the end of this year anyway. I mean, honestly, just doing that, popping the asteroids, getting a scan done, maybe if you...
40!
Oh my god. That's...
40!
There is... Actually, hold up. There's a Bakar tech that can increase the value of asteroids exploited. Do we have it in the options?
Just gonna keep doing that because I like watching them keep going from there. Look at it. This is probably an awful experience on the viewer's side, on your side, so whoops. I don't think we actually do have that one. No, I think it is one of the first years. I checked for it at the very start.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. No worries. It's all good. Okay. I mean, do you want to exploit, then scan, maybe? Exploit, scan?
I mean, this has nothing else it can connect to, so definitely exploit that, right? And then I think you're right. I think the final one is a scan. We're probably going to get that primordial.
Yeah.
That might be a planet.
Dude, I legitimately think asteroids... I think this is key. I'm calling this now as not necessarily overpowered, but certainly essential for maintaining momentum as you explore and expand. Our income is huge, by the way. It's massive. Also, you can make that connection between the Earth-like and Robot world.
Yeah, absolute brain lord. Thank you. That's what I needed.
There you go.
Perfect. All right, now we go for a wee bit of a lab boy here.
And this is so good because our robots are already profitable, so we're not actually like losing an inordinate amount of money. I think our income decreased by like 5 there. It's not actually not actually a big deal. Actually, I'm gonna say undo all of that and then do 1 scan, because if there is a remnant world hiding behind that primordial, it's gonna really suck if you can't make a connection between the worlds.
There is that. There's another scout that I actually want to do as well. I want to get a second robot in here because then that'll fulfill this extra water. And I mean, only if we get another export for... So we need something that takes wheat and something that makes robots down here.
Okay. I mean, look, we're due a Forge World.
So,
we haven't seen a single Forge World thus far, which is just...
Yeah, I know. We use them all up. I mean, we never have seen them.
What's a Forge World look like?
I'm rearing to find out.
That's good. That's good. That's really good. That gives us an extra science, which is nice. And even maybe connects to the Swamp World up at the top there. Is that within range? Maybe?
No.
That's so wildly out of range that I am questioning my own sense
out of range,
perspective right now.
No, it's fine. Like I get the same feeling. Like when I'm zoomed in versus zoomed out, like I occasionally lose those kinds of things as well. We could even get a water lab over here if we do get an extra robot in there. Oh no, we can't, because we'd have to connect it to the lab first, and then we would be able to do it, but it'd be weird. Yeah, let's just do this stuff.
Yeah, I think getting the lab and sorting that out would be excellent. Maybe stick the lab as south as you can, because there's still
really? You're not looking for the extra person from this, or do you want a possibility of another robot? Because I'm thinking that all of our studying, all of our labs is literally just this one lab. It makes 3. We're okay with that. We get Xeno studies, then we focus on Xeno studies. We get our second after that, possibly orbital labs. And then between Xeno studies and orbital labs, we literally don't build any more labs.
It would make 4 as well, actually. So yeah, if the colony is supplying it with an extra person. Yeah, okay, go for that. That's great, yeah. That's really good. That's really good. That's just excellent. I think that's perfect. Do we want to get the extra colony now and then just throw that into the lab?
No, I don't want to hang the consequences on that because it's 3 and 3, right? In order to get the Xeno studies. We actually may want to just start focusing on what we're going to do in 2 years' time with those Xeno studies. So Remnant and Primordials.
Yeah.
We've got a Primordial right here. It would want a people and it would want water. We have no... I mean, this wants water and it also makes people. So if we can find an ocean world in this area, ocean world supplies to both of them. The scans here suck though. 3.
It's okay. We have money. Like we've never wanted for cash, and to be honest, there's so much asteroid material in play that I don't think that we're gonna need money at all. I don't think we're gonna need to skip unless we want to. What a powerful feeling.
That's a damn good feeling. Hey, I got a pitch.
Yeah, hit me.
If this isn't going into a lab, let's get the forebear. We've got 2 missions complete. We've got choices.
Is that going to cut anything off? No, not really. Okay.
Not really. These 2 don't want to connect.
Let me hit you with a reverse pitch. Let's do a scan to the north, next to the left of that remnant world. The left, the 4 west of the remnant world.
There's a 60.
I mean, it's
a 60 banger right there.
That's a great independent scan. I was just thinking, if we are going to connect up the Forebear Ruin, if we can at least determine what those planets to the north of the Forebear Ruin actually are, then we would feel more...
We can get a 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just that high source that I would love to see. If that needs people, then if we're going to have to reserve... See... That's excellent.
That could theoretically use people.
But it also... I don't think it's good enough to justify not taking the Forebear Ruin. I mean, it would be a great lab, but we also can't get the water from the successful ocean world because we've got a connection. Oh, we can. Oh, okay. I thought that would intersect with the Forebear Ruin.
Oh, hang on. No, I know how we do it, right? We're planning on going for flexible fabrication. If we do that, we put the repurposing on this planet. That turns this successful. That has the extra person go out then. We collect this now.
Yeah.
And then we do that as an extra one later.
Yep. Let's do it.
Gene rewriting.
It's garbage, isn't it? It's 2 months as well, which is just, scavenge, I think, isn't it, right? Also, that still keeps us the person, if I'm not mistaken. Like, we still have a person...
Oh. Yeah, I think we do keep the person if we do that.
It would only be if... Yeah, okay, all right, great. Scavenge, I guess? Yeah.
Let's leave it for the moment. If we need the money, we can come back and pick it up then.
All right. Okay. Also, we got...
For the interim, I think, like, solving this up here is going to be a bit nice. Just getting a wheat.
Hold on. We got a research.
Yep.
We got 2 research. How did we get 2 research? Was that just a lab ticking over, or did we? What's our traits?
No, well prepared and prospectors.
Okay.
That wouldn't have done it.
How did we get?
We didn't go to a new year either. Maybe just connecting to a forebear gives you some science.
Huh? Okay, that's really interesting, I guess. You know what? It actually makes
Can we see the history?
It makes the...
Doesn't look like this is going to explain forebear ruins to us that much, so...
It actually makes the idea of colonizing the planet out to the left a little bit more appealing right now.
It really does, right? Because if we did... Bop.
Yep.
Bop. No! Wait,
yes,
that actually finished that mission, and then we connected in.
Yep.
And then we have our 6 for the next year.
That's so perfect, right? Because that means that we can just hit the
God,
ground
you're right,
running.
aren't you?
I hate when that happens. I really do. I think that's the play, to be honest.
No, I think you're right. I'm mad about it, but I think you're right.
I mean, the good news is...
I'm not mad that you're right. I'm mad to do that and hang the consequences at the moment, right? Because we made that trade a couple times in the... we have made that trade a couple times in the That's never gone badly for us.
Put it this way,
Which is why I'm scared.
The maximum unhappiness that we could have right now is -16, so it's like 84, right? 84 happiness is the lowest we can go. We only have 2 planets that have resource shortages. It's a mathematical impossibility that we will be kicked out of office. Legitimately, that's fantastic. Honestly, that's great. That's so good. That's so good. It's actually incredible. Upkeep costs are a little spicy, but that's okay. It's 2 research. It's 2 research.
Yeah.
Okay. Next priority, I think. In fact, maybe we could even justify getting that remnant world right next to it online as a thingy as well, as an orbital lab, not an orbital lab, a Xeno study lab.
Totally agreed. Yes, we can. Order from here, extra person out from there.
Yeah.
This
does mean
this actually literally only cares about adjacencies after that. Successful adjacencies, that is.
Which is a little
This
tough.
is going to be difficult to make successful until we get after. No, I like it. I like it. All we need to do is resolve the wheat here. Otherwise, we're not going to have an input there. So I think if we are doing that, we're scanning up in this area. I think now's the time to pop the forebear.
Is there any asteroid that is takeable? I mean, that one down there is
This
pretty
has the primordial that we want to connect to. This one connects to 2, but it could connect to a 3rd theoretically. This would probably be the one I'm happiest to pop. This one, I mean, that's probably one. That's possibly one.
I think
this is an ice ball, so we're not connecting to that anyway.
I think you can take both of those southernmost asteroids very comfortably and be totally happy with never having to worry about that again, because we're not scanning to the south for at least like another couple of years anyway, if at all. We don't really have any roadmap to do anything down at the south, so I think taking the southern asteroids is totally fine. And honestly, the longer we can delay taking the Forebear Ruin, the better. We're about to get our second freaking level 1 tech like next year anyway, so
it's true.
Like, yeah, I think the further we can delay,
the second level 1 tech that we're getting orbital labs, so it's 2 years.
2 years, okay. I mean, that's still fine. It's not long at all. I mean, we don't have to take orbital labs. We don't have to take orbital labs at all. We could take the level 1 tech just to complete the mission, the deep drilling tech next year. I don't like it because we don't have a single mine. I know.
Nor do I.
But it's an option. It's an option.
Wave augmentation leads to slip space nanochannels. Reduced cost of building slipways as well as increases their maximum range by 100%.
It's nice. And it would supply wheat, actually, across to the arid colony there. Other one. Other arid colony. That's the one,
yeah. But of course. Yeah, that's not too bad. We would still have to find another water input for this, so I really kind of would want to know what's around there.
It's very meh.
Yeah. I'm honestly not completely against the idea of just going, oh no, but Orbital Labs has the deep study. Yeah, increases science bonus from Orbital Labs by 1. So only if we're going heavy into Orbital Labs do we take Orbital Labs, because then we're trying to follow up with deep study, right?
I think
maybe we just instead wait 2 years and go gene adjustment, save our income.
It'll be 2 years anyway, right? Orbital Labs or gene adjustment. It'll be 2 years for anything. I mean, we don't have to make this decision until next year, so I mean, why don't we not worry about this until next year? We just live in the moment, as they say.
I am notoriously bad at that.
I know.
I live in all of the moments that think about the moment that is currently happening, and never the moment that is currently happening. I like this 5-banger for looking for wheat for the input here.
Let's do it. It's the only...
Or, 6.
I mean,
asteroids.
We're going to be spending 6 anyway on this. Yeah, just go for it. Yeah, whatever. That's it right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see that remnant world, and I think... Xenolab. Xenolab.
You think Xenolab every time you say anything.
You know what I think? I think that water world could easily become a water extraction zone, and if we find a wheat production world to the south of that newly discovered remnant world, then that's another Xenolab. Like, we've got a roadmap for at least 1 Xenolab, maybe a second, if we can find a wheat production world to the east there. In that 3-banger.
Right, because this gets wheat, it exports 2 people, so
yeah.
lab... Damn! Ooh, I like it. I like it, Orbital.
It's.
Do you wanna? Do we? Can we?
Oh please, please,
Come on.
please. Oh please, come on, video game.
No, they're mutually exclusive.
I hate mutual exclusivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, three banger.
I mean, we can do. Yeah, 3-banger.
Yeah.
No good wheat. This would need an extra robot, then it can provide the wheat up here.
There's just a little bit of strain on our remnant planets at the moment because they're, you know, they're performing double duty. Same with the primordials, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that primordial has to be wheat, pretty much. Actually, this is okay. So I think the play is primordial wheat. Probably not this year, but primordial wheat up to the arid up there, and then we get the remnant worlds, and we are able to exploit the asteroid at the same time as well, which is kind of nice. So we get a nice little chunk of change from that too. There's so many asteroids, dude. There's so much money here.
There is, and let's not forget, we do have access to the money there if we need it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, alternatively, wheat from the north.
Only one water can't go. Sorry?
Wheat from the
wheat
north.
from the north?
Yeah.
As in from there?
No, as in from an undiscovered colony thus far. Like, it could be that there's a 4-banger maybe over there. There's a 3-banger over there.
No, because that would want to connect there, right? For the water export to the orbital lab,
no,
Xenolab.
No,
so it's cutting that off.
No. That one's already accounted for. That Xenolab is already fine. It's getting water from the south water planet. Right there.
Right.
So that is a self-contained system as long as we supply wheat. It's the other remnant worlds that is also, in my mind, going to become a Xenolab.
How many Xenolabs do we need before we're like, all right, we got enough Xenolabs?
Never. You can never have too many Xenolabs. I think it was
Good Lord.
Aristotle that said something along those lines.
That's true. That's one of his lesser known quotes. I'm kind of surprised. So now I'm thinking about it. Could this be a Xenolab? And it could, right? Water comes down from water goes across from here. This gives the water to these two.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, well, actually, no, this has excess water that can come out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
After this gets a bot. But this would need a bot.
We would need, wait, hold up. We would need, before you go
I'm not
on that
scanning,
play, that arid world, it's going to be supplying so many people to so many Xenolabs that legitimately, I don't think we'll have enough people unless we get a box of goodies. That's the only problem.
We're closing it off from any possibility of boxes of goodies.
Yeah, unless there's a box of goodies in the north, in those 3 hitherto unscanned planets.
Again, right, we're not cutting that off. Yeah. No, wait, we are cutting that off in the plan that I was just proposing, because the water has to come from here.
I don't suppose...
it can come from there, so...
I don't suppose that robot world gives bots to the arid, maybe? Sorry, the Forge world
gives bots.
The Forge world, down at the very south. Yeah. No, it's out of range and intersects with a planet. Okay, all right.
Okay.
I was
2 of these are going to be orbital labs. Maximum 2 of these are going to be orbital labs. We can't do all 3. It's too much strain.
Wait, hold on. All of them are going to be orbital labs, but 2 of them are going to be Xenolabs as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 of them are going to be Xenolabs.
Okay, here's my pitch then. My pitch is, if we get... the remnant world that is next to the primordial that is already a Xenolab, I think is easiest to fix. Yes. So that
it's
into
just
a
the
Xenolab.
wheat from here, and then that connects down.
Yeah, and I think we get the wheat from the primordial from the south. I feel like that's the play, because then there's a play to get extra robots. If we can get robots to that jungle world, and that sorts out the...
people make ore makes bots. Bots make extra wheat. Extra
water.
Water, yes. Actually, we could end up with a little lab in here just studying some water, right? 2 pieces of water and a person from here after we get the the flexible fabrication
Yeah.
on here.
Yep. I mean, what's crazy is that we also have a roadmap at the very west of the galaxy as well. That primordial we're specifically holding for a a world as well, a Xenolab as well. This is cracking.
This is wild. This
Yeah,
has
this is
income. It has happiness. It has just aced missions. Like, oh my god, what the hell is going on with our missions right now?
Also,
20 years left, and we're about to finish our second set of missions.
you know what's crazy? We're about to finish our second set of missions. When we discover this second technology as well, that's going to give us an instant boost of 8 science because it's a Vittori mission anyway. So, like, this is great. This is great.
We may end up just researching all of the level 3s.
Sincerely, I think on a really good run, because I mean I've had good runs before on easier difficulties. You have too, right? Like you need to get the entirety of the tech tree done to be in with a good chance of platinuming. Platinuming. All right, what's the order of operations here? Talk me through it. What's happening?
So the thing is, we're in November, so if I colonize anything, we're doing whatever the heck we can do before that.
Yeah.
It may be popping this, despite the fact that we want to get that primordial later on, so we're missing out on 8, but it's saving us time, popping that and then doing a scan somewhere, one of these 2 dense areas probably. Probably not down here. Just not feeling it.
Yeah. Okay, all right. If you're not feeling it, then...
I mean, maybe I could feel it. It's just like the scarcity of, I mean, there's a 4-banger there. 3-banger is slightly more likely. I could even swing it down there, but my feeling is like definitely pop an asteroid, definitely take a scan.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pitch the arid planet at the very west. I think we should scan out to the west of there. It's a better prospects. Also, we need to get wheat and water anyway. So I mean, 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah,
I like it. Huh.
That's remarkably good, because that is a good right there. That's a little self-contained route that gives us goods eventually.
It's not bad. It's just we would want another good export before we actually hook that up, right? Because then, you know, what is this colony really achieving? Gets its 3rd person once it gets both of those inputs. So yeah, I think the next is pop this.
Yep.
I could also do another scan if we want to do that instead, but I think our money is going to be tight next year.
Yeah, I agree. Good stuff.
Okay. And we're not popping deep drilling, right? We're waiting for gene adjustment to try and get some better income, because we do have to worry about our income.
Or orbital labs.
We have no excess people. This makes an excess people, but we already have a plan for the possible utilization of that.
Actually, hold up.
This is going to be really hard.
No, it's not.
Sorry?
No, it's not. We're getting flexible fabrication.
Oh, right. This makes bots. You're
exactly.
Right. Flexible fabrication will fund both of them.
That's insanely good, actually. Like, this is actually... I'm so optimistic about our prospects. I think we just double down on science, dude. I think we double down on science. I'm all in. Orbital labs. Let's freaking go. It leads to deep study. It's good.
It leads to deep study, but virtual afterlife is also a project. It also converts people, and it converts them into happiness, which we currently don't have a plan for.
I think we...
Oh, trade league.
Yeah, I think we get our happiness from trade leagues, to be honest.
I think whatever we're taking, we'll choose it next year. I'm still sitting behind gene adjustment just because I'm worried about our income. Like, I can see us hitting a wall as we continue to expand. We're 5 more away from the next size of the planet, so we're actually kind of good in that remark, at least.
I mean, that's the problem is that Xenolabs cost a little bit of upkeep. That's I think what's factoring into your equation as well, right?
A little bit, certainly. Okay, that's our connection up there.
Xenolab in Remnant World in the middle, I think. Yeah.
Connection Xenolabs online.
And there's no way that we can pog that up a little bit, is there? It's maxed level as is, right?
No, unfortunately they are max, yeah.
It's a shame. I thought it would at least be should count as successful, but apparently not. Bit of a shame.
We could even go to wave augmentation after this. We've got the extra study. This means this won't be able to connect, but it was never going to be able to. This can, though.
Yeah. It's good because, you know, the thing that I think I'm horrifically bad at factoring into the equation is the opportunity cost of establishing a brand new colony as opposed to just connecting existing ones. Because it always costs more than you think to get the slipways and get the colony and the cost to the empire expansion. It's just a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. The permits.
Yeah, right.
Permits.
Yeah, planning permission. It's just awful.
This one be used? No, that'd be obstructed.
I think
so. It'd exclusively be this one that could provide us the biomass. Is a little bit hard to get here unless we go for the robots there, and that's robots from here, the ore from here, person from here.
Have a little explore down south. See if there's a little scan that you can do just to the south of the ice ball world. I know you said you weren't feeling it, but I'm feeling it. Maybe even with the high quality source a little bit souther. Maybe is that a 4-banger? I don't suppose.
It's barely a 2-banger.
No, but the if you focus on the other, well, that's a 4-banger, but that's not. Come on.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, I didn't.
That's good. That's good. That's the greatest news that it could have been. That's so good. That's so good. Not this year, but that's so good. That's perfect, Reps. That's actually perfect.
Why? What's it do?
It's robots. It's robots. It's robots for extra biomass, right? That's what we wanted. It's literally one of the only planets that could have produced robots.
It has no income for ore. This had a plan as to how it funds itself. This does not.
Okay, all right. You made a terrible mistake, and now we're gonna suffer the consequences forever. Would you prefer that line?
Okay, good. That's more what I'm used to.
No. I actually legitimately think that that's great. I think that's perfect, honestly. Like that's completely fine. Yeah, I think
pop that for the new year.
Yep. Big yes. Good stuff.
Okay. And then it's either Orbital Labs or Gene.
Okay.
Possible wave augmentation.
Let's have a what's it called? Cabinet Battle Showdown. Cabinet Battle wrap-off.
Yeah. Cabinet Battle number 1. All right. Do you want to be Alexander Hamilton or do you want to be good old Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah. I'll play the contrarian. I'll play Jefferson. Okay.
Okay, well, Jefferson goes first in Cabinet Battle number 1, so I'll give you a beat, and it's time for to go.
The deficit is way too high. Turn it down a little bit. Why should Virginia have to pay for New York's mistakes? Something. I'm sorry.
We got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground, we create. You just want to move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand, and there's too many damn pages for any man to understand.
That's well done. And
stand with me in the land of the free. And pray to God Hamilton never sees a candidacy. I can't remember the lyrics at the moment. Wow. When Britain taxed our tea, we got frisky. Imagine what gonna happen when you try to tax our whiskey. Damn. Let's do it. Let's fix this one. I think up here.
Fix which one? Sorry.
So person out from here goes down to here. That makes a bot. Bot makes here. That gets us the extra water will attempt to run into here instantly unless we connect it somewhere else first.
I'm actually just thinking, Orbital Labs right now is a little anti-pog because it's not going to be useful until we get flexible fabrication. But
yes,
I really like.
Even then, like we have a plan for this excess person. The possibility of making the water lab.
I don't think labs are the way. I think orbital labs are the way. I don't think physical labs are the way. I don't know. Dude, it's so. I know how crazy it can get. It can, like, I mean, we have a guaranteed 4 research, basically, right? Like, we have in fact, it's even more than that. We have a guaranteed, like, 8 research with orbital labs. Because we got 1 on each planet as soon as we get the goods. And then we pog it up with deep study. That gets us 8. 8 additional research per year, which is just huge.
Really?
Yeah.
But 2 from here, 2 from here.
Yeah, but the other colonies as well.
Well, we have plans for these people.
I'm just assuming that we're going to get them goods at some point. Somehow.
Honestly, I'm feeling more and more comfortable with wave augmentation. It instantly fixes a problem for us over here.
Yeah.
If we end up also taking slipstream relay, which I think we will in the second area, right? We go repurposing, we go slipstream. That gives us the ability to start just bolstering all of the connections in here ridiculously. Make everything successful and prosperous.
I think you're right. I think you're right, actually. Okay, one thing that I would say is that wave augmentation, if we are going to take it, we should do a scan to the north of the swamp world just to determine that we're not cutting off, like important stuff that would be, maybe that 3-banger over there. I don't know. Something there to just to make sure.
What would be important? Because this doesn't have more, like, it's just got the second export here. And so I guess just an import of a single, that's literally just to turn it successful.
You're so right. You're so right. I think wave augmentation then just bop that thing down. You're right.
Also gets our new missions. We've got 9 for the next area as well.
Okay. So what are we taking for tier 2 tech?
My feeling is that maybe slip space ends up making its way in there. The first one we definitely get is flexible fabrication. In 2 years' time, that comes up.
Can we
shorten the time period that would take?
We totally can.
No, we'd have to get 4 more study this year.
So that's either 2 Xenolabs or a single science lab researching.
Studying either 3 of the same material and 1 researcher, or 2 researchers and 2 materials.
We're probably not far off getting 2 Xenolabs, which is...
I don't think we get 2 Xenolabs this year, though.
We get 1 this year for sure. Yeah, you're right. I'm just really like... Oh, also, what is the 4-bear ruin? Has it maybe been upgraded? Perchance?
Machine sentience unlocks using people. Robots as people. It is level 2 technology. It would cost 26. I don't know we need that. Although, that would mean planets that make robots and goods.
It's really good. But not
bad.
Not useful.
But we may just leave this here and possibly end up taking money later on.
Yeah.
Hey, improve your yearly science output by 7, and Vittori techs become 20% cheaper.
Yes.
Virtual Afterlife is a Vittori check. Aphorians, I don't know about that. Matter transposition, we're also not necessarily doing that, although maybe.
It's great, actually. That's really pog if we can get it. It's probably better than geo-harvesting, I imagine. I don't know.
Well, I mean, but also we can only get 3 in this area, right? And one of them is going to be the slipstream relay. We don't need stream splitting necessarily, so we can wait for infraspace mastery being the top level so that we have the ability to kind of cut between things.
Does it have to be? Does it have to be, though?
It doesn't have to be. And maybe we feel more comfortable not doing it later on with a little bit more information, but I think at the moment that's definitely the one I'm kind of earmarking. 5 more pairs with 2-way trades, 2 more ore. Well, okay, ore producing. We have literally nothing ore producing, and we're unlikely to make anything ore producing because literally the only thing we want from an ore planet right now would be chips, because we make robots from remnants, and there's also make goods.
Yeah, I think it's the top 2. It's 2-way trade, I guess. Yeah,
that's going to be a little bit rough, but it's not it's not too bad. We can find ways to do that. We can also just force ways to do that a lot of the time.
Yep. I think you're right.
What is our next resolution? Is it this one out here? Fix this whole area?
Honestly,
let me draft it. Let me draft it, and we'll see how it goes. Right? People, bot, that, then
pop a
can't afford, right? I'll pop one of the whatchamacallits.
That's December. That doesn't even take a year.
Doesn't even take a year. It takes our income from... Wait, hang on. That one was already... Oh, right, but that one wasn't. Takes our income from 25 to 40.
Okay, it's good, but I'm not sure if it's actually that good for us.
Yeah, what are we doing with this SS wheat, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
This income is pretty good as well. It's nice.
Oh, the income is the greatest part of it, but I mean, we do have to pop an asteroid and spend, $70 in order to make, our income increase by that amount. I'm just wondering if there's a way that we can perhaps get another Xenolab up and running by the end of the year.
That won't affect our breakpoints at this point, right? Because the next thing we're getting is flexible fabrication. It'll affect the ones after that, definitely,
right?
Right? So we should consider it if we can.
And look, we need to increase our science anyway, so...
Yes, that is definitely a mission that we're going to have to focus on, right? It feels like because we have no excess water and we have one excess person at the moment, in order to make orbital labs, we would have to create more problems that then we suddenly have to solve. And while we have 2 problems on the map, I'd like to solve them first. Actually, speaking of, that's a connection we can do now.
That's an easy one. But see, the thing is that, and actually, if we turn that primordial into a water planet, then that's a 2-way trade immediately.
It's a 2-way trade. I like that. I like that a lot. Gets us an extra water to even go down here.
My only issue with this is that we can do this anytime. Like, we're not in a stressful position with regards to happiness at the moment. Like, our happiness is fine. We can basically float this forever. I do think that the sooner we're able to get another remnant world turned into a Xenolab, we just... I mean, the dividends are so huge. I mean, it's two whole science. I mean, that one right there would be my preference.
This one?
Yeah, to Xenolab that one with the water from the north. If we can find a way to make that work.
I like that. This would be...
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we would just need the good in here, right?
No
I guess
robots.
maybe scouting up in this general area is possible. Because if we had something up here creating robots, that's kind of good.
Yeah, I think
also
that's...
connection back down here even.
I mean...
I think I still do want to do this one first, right? It's one of our 2-way trades, which is still a thing that we need.
Yeah.
It gives our income a pretty nice kick in the ass from 28 to 34, with very little money actually spent on our behalf.
Yeah, and that'll form another little loop over there, which makes goods, which is also really, really nice, right? The person...
Could do that.
Yeah. But
or
again,
it could even make robots and then have that with the project, and then that goes in there, and then we have an extra robot, which could eventually curve its way around here for 2 more science. Right? Curve its way around with the slipstream.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really, really late. We'll probably have finished Vittori by then.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
This is more money now.
Yeah.
43.
That's really nice.
Let's do this scout, right? Be as optimistic as we can. Possibility of creating goods.
Yeah. That's actually fine because I think we forebear ruin here. Sincerely.
Really?
Yeah, because it can give you goods.
But no. The people are needed from here real badly.
But the people are only assigned.
Xenolab over here.
The people are only assigned if we actually activate it, right? Like you just need a person floating in order to do it.
Sure, but the person that we activate, the thing that we connect might be one we want to activate, and then we can't undo it.
That's true. Actually, you're right. Yeah. I get if we can get the Xenolab up and running by the end of the year, then that would be great.
Cannot do.
Not possible? You positive?
I mean, we'd make that, and then we'd make this into the thing. So this would be hanging a person.
That's okay.
Although we can't get it by the end of the year. We have to colonize 2 things.
Okay.
Not possible.
Okay, all right. So it's not going to happen then. I mean, to be honest, actually, going further left, going left of that forebear ruin, there's maybe like a 3-banger up there. That could probably connect, given that we've got long-range slipstreams. If that's a good, if that's a good world.
They are bad worlds. This isn't awful, but it's pretty far from anything we want right now. You know what? Let's just do a little bit more scanning and then pass out the year.
Yeah.
Get some more info. Ooh, that's not bad.
It's very good.
If we do the same thing as we did previous, this can be a colony.
Yeah.
Right? Just connect that first, and then the water will go down here. It'll give us a choice to go to either of these.
Yeah, yeah.
Gets us extra people down here. The problem is, how do we utilize those people? We would want a...
Are we close to our cap?
Of
our empire cap, by the way?
2 off.
2 off.
So next year, we're popping it, definitely.
It's a toughie. This is a toughie. And that... I just want more Xenolabs.
Maybe we...
I loved Xenolabs.
How about we scan this 3-banger and then skip to the next year?
All right, I think that's a good play.
Oh. It's a Gaia world. That's interesting.
That is very interesting.
We'd need more people from somewhere down here.
Hmm.
That colony's not going to be able to reach. Or this could just get wheat. No! No obstruction.
What is the play here? There is a play. There is a play.
I honestly think the play is what we did previously.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah.
Let's
work that through.
This could use robots, actually. Uses robots to make wheat, which has no use for that. Yeah, let's work that through, right? So it is skip to the next year. We should new technology available.
We should pop an asteroid though. There's an asteroid. I think we do, to be honest.
This is the highest value one that we can pop, and it's excluding that forward.
I think we just take it, and then maybe skip a year. Yeah.
Go to the next year, then this will take the person from there as well, so the Xenolab doesn't get set up just yet. We have to wait for this to pop this successful, but that will do it literally next year.
Yeah.
No, it won't.
Can we wait? Hold on.
So why we had the ability to set up those 2 Xenolabs there is because we had this planet set up that needed water exports and these 2 that needed people exports. We had opportunity. We can't do it again until we have opportunity. And that opportunity comes from building a galaxy for a little bit more economy. And while we're doing that, focusing on trying to build excess water and excess people exports.
Okay.
I want more orbital labs down as well. I just don't think we focus on it first.
Here's a pitch. That what about a biolab, like a lab studying biomass in that general vicinity, which I know you've already introduced the possibility of, but right in the middle.
Not particularly good.
Is it not?
Because this goes from here to here. So we cut off. We
could
have
do it.
No other. What?
Can we supply biomass from that Earth-like down there?
Theoretically, but then we need to make a people to go there. And then we're making 2 biomass and 3 people if we ignore the possibility of this needing to go out elsewhere.
Yeah.
We're creating a lot of... I think we fix the problems and then create more.
Okay. Okay.
We'll create new problems later on.
Okay, all right. As long as you promise to create me some more problems. Have we created more problems?
Yes, but it's this that goes there. That disconnects first, right? Because we wanted this to have its water go down to this colony. Oh, you know what it is? We don't even set that up. We set up this colony now.
Okay.
That takes that export. That connects there. We make so the bot will take us to a different size galaxy. We're on 35 right now.
Okay.
1, 2. That water goes down there. And
It's actually totally fine.
That goes out there.
Pop some roids? Maybe?
That roid's a bit too far away. That roid is just one, but that's also ice ball and desert. So what are we gonna do, right? Pop that roid.
You know what?
These we are definitely gonna be colonizing extra things. So I don't think
that
we need
forebear ruin.
Yep.
Up at the top. I think we should do it.
You've said so before, but my counter was that if it takes the person, we are very, 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 very sad. Also, the plan here is to use that person.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. All right. Want to roid it up a bit more then? Or oh, yeah, skip.
Yeah, there's no great roids to be doing there.
Okay. That's our income back to a sufficient level. The main problem that I kind of have with this is that all of this infrastructure is great, and we have sorted one planet's unhappiness, but we haven't achieved any mission goals. We've
sorted all of the planet's unhappiness. There is no unhappiness in the galaxy at the moment.
You're right, but I mean that was
except from unemployment, but we'll employ them now.
But that was, I mean, we only had one unhappy planet anyway. It was just that primordial, right? I think.
And this one over here, but I'm lumping that back in from the previous state.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it's good. It just doesn't. Actually, that wheat from the primordial might connect up to the central goods planet there. By the way.
And it does.
It does.
Can't afford it at the moment, but it does. Let's. We haven't got the money for repurposing just yet.
We can take the forebear ruin. We can scavenge.
Let's do it. Scavenge. You get repurposed. This can go to there or there, but it goes here because this one also cannot repurpose yet. It needs one more water.
It comes from the north. Comes from the primordial up at the north. It's already there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely spot on. Thank you.
You earmarked that a while ago, but that's
needs another bot export as well though.
That shouldn't.
So bot makes wheat, which could actually just cut back into here, getting another import. Doesn't have an export route anymore though.
It's good. We also
it's literally just an attempt to use a bot. Actually, hang on. Out of range. Dang.
Oh, that's
so unless we went for slipspace nano channels, which would make that in range, and then that could make just straight up a good, which goes back in here, pops successful and not. It pops successful. That's also its 5th. So it would need another export and another successful adjacency. Right? Yeah, because Hercules. No, but that's wheat that's going out. Yeah, so it would need more successful adjacencies still. That's viable.
This is very interesting. Very interesting.
I mean, having an excess wheat down here is not awful. Because then we have two people planets, right? Anything down here becomes Xenolabs easily with a bunch of people find water.
Yeah, I think that's it. Again, though, like the problem that I'm really worried about is that we're straying from our mission, and each and every year that we go past without getting another Xenolab down is costing us in the future. Okay.
Although I will say that's true, but also all income we don't currently get is costing us in the future.
You're
all
right,
happiness that we currently lack is costing us happiness in the future. It's like it's a balance of all of the different buckets at the same time.
I do think though. Yeah. Just can't. There's literally nowhere that we can make a Xenolab now. I don't think.
Not with what we currently see, but we can see more.
Is that maybe what we try and do? Or unless, maybe it doesn't even necessarily need to be a Xenolab. Maybe we just see if we can try and find some way to study something else. There's not much. Nothing's looking particularly appealing.
Not particularly, no.
Actually, okay, weird pitch. There's 2 Forge Worlds down at the bottom. Both could study. Both could make chips for us to study, with a lab in the middle coming from the colony from the left. And one of those could be supplied by the mine from the north. The other could supply chips to the robot factory on the Forge World up north. And that increases our science.
I mean, this would still want a robot export to actually do anything. If this also became a hive world, I guess.
Yeah.
Although it wouldn't have the ability to fund itself ever. Because we'd be cutting it off, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's 4 per year. We may end up needing to use a lab of some kind as well as orbital labs. I still think we focus on this first.
Yeah, do you want to explore a little? See if we can maybe get something.
Money is going to be tight while we set this up.
All right, okay. If you
it's like that's 18 and we can't even afford that right now. Like my pitch is skip to the next year.
Can we roid a little?
Very little, right? All of them are 1s, and a lot of them are adjacent to other things we're about to collect.
Okay. I mean, what about scans then? It does leave us a little bit high and dry on the old finances going into the next year, but probably worth it if it gives us something.
It's a lot of 3s at the moment.
Oh, if that was a 4, that would be supremely nice. I think that might actually be worth doing. That little weak 3-banger right there. Yeah, just straight up, because like there's a play that we can make down there. We just need to find it, I think.
I don't think that finds it. I think if anything that finds asteroids, but then after it finds asteroids, we can't pop them for a while because we plan to colonize a lot of this.
I mean, worst case scenario, right? That Forge World becomes a goods factory that takes the robots from the existing Forge World and then just immediately successfuls. Sorry, the other Forge World.
Oh. Which other Forge World?
The one right
Forge.
The leftmost Forge World.
Leftmost.
No,
is in this one?
No.
No, in this area.
Yeah, that one. So that can take robots, turn into goods into that planet down there. So that's like worst case scenario from finding an asteroid, right?
Well, that'd be robot to good cut across.
That could also
or
work.
robot to good cut across.
That could. I mean, either or to be honest.
Yeah, that's not bad, but we would still need 2 more exports for people before that's actually anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip.
Okay.
It's another successful.
That's ready to repurpose, by the way.
Yes, that's what we needed. Yes, thank you. That gets repurposed. This is now successful as well.
And that's prosperous.
It's... Yeah, this one up here is prosperous, yes. This one still needs another successful adjacency as well as another export.
Is there a world in which we don't do that yet? And we hold off on prospering that planet until we get done with these missions? The reason being is that oftentimes, like, a lot of late missions are prosperous X type of planet. And that's an easy remnant world.
It is a remnant world.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vittori would really like that. Okay, but before we do that, 42 is our current income. We take that, we connect these two, we pop repurposing there. 55, and it's all of our utilization of our income that year. That might be the best that we can do, but let's have a look at some other things.
I mean, we got to get down a lab, or we got to get down some xenolabs, because it's going to take time to get that.
I recognize, but if we have no money, we will not be able to do that at all.
If we do some stuff up in the right-hand corner, I mean, it's a little bit of a Hail Mary approach, appreciably. But if we were to do a water world on the ocean, water export on the ocean, and then that maybe gives us a little bit of intel about what we can scan around. Oh, that's garbage. Oh man. I mean, there's a 4-banger there, maybe.
Ooh. It's a 6. That's not a 6-banger. Close though.
That's positive, actually. That's really
likely
good.
5-banger. Another 5. We could get 2 5-bangers here.
Yeah. And what, with the view of that being a xenolab?
I mean, it theoretically could be. That's what we'd be looking for up here, right? The ability to fund that xenolab.
Yeah. Or alternatively, we get like another ecosystem that self-sustains a lab, maybe like a biomass lab or an aura lab or anything really. I'm just, yeah, I'm just conscious of, I really would love to get these missions done, like just to, you know, get to the good stuff, get to the tough stuff. Solar superconductors. That's coming next year, actually.
This reduces the cost of bleeding slipways by 30%.
That's also really good.
That's much cheaper to bleed them.
That's true. It's very true. And range doubles, which is very pog.
God, maybe geo-harvesting ends up working its way in here, because that's just... If we want to do your orbital plan right now, I guess we might go harvest later and then, like, blow up. No. Blow up. Because, like, what is our plan to use those otherwise? Do we have one?
Not
Desert,
really.
I guess, maybe. Solar superconductors. Other
Yeah.
than that, collapse. Whoa, Starbirth
It's really
unlocks
good.
the collapse action on mineral, lava, desert, and ice ball. Collapse this planet into an energy-producing protostar, giving you just random energy to deliver to other planets.
It's 2 energy, actually. It's very, very good.
2 energy. That's
Yeah.
gonna fix all of our problems later on. Then
Okay, well then,
look at this.
you know what? My
Bop.
immediate counter proposal to that is that if we want to get that, we got to go hard on research. Like we got to go hard on research
Yeah,
like
I
we've
know.
never gone before.
I know.
All right.
Let's do it.
I think it's intel, right? Like we need intel more than anything. Yeah. I was actually thinking like maybe we could get some sort of like lab set up over there with ore, because that is a setup that we could maybe utilize, because we can get the extra good. We can, you know, get an extra person there. Don't love it, but
there at the moment though. Hang on.
yeah.
What about... Now, this is one that you mentioned previous.
Mm-hmm.
Robot, person.
Would you care to illustrate it for me, please?
Sure. Sorry, my apologies. I just realized why that was necessary.
Robots, though. We're going to get reduced science from robots. That's the only problem, because we're already studying them.
Right, of course, we're already studying robots. Of course that makes sense.
Hence my suggestion for microchips.
That makes sense.
I still think this is doable, though. Like, the microchips are the downside. But if we can find anything that gives us minerals in that vicinity, or maybe even a little bit souther, then we're good, right? Mineral, mineral, mineral.
Hard whiff.
What about... No.
At least this is empty. So, what about bot makes good? Good goes here.
Yeah.
Good also goes here after this makes people.
Yeah.
Right? So we get another colony there, another colony there.
Yeah.
Or rather, this colony goes successful, this goes... Cool.
Yeah.
And then we have... This is making goods. It's exported both of its goods. That's exported. It's extra. This can start possibly making nanochips. It can make anything else. This is a way to just make a... I'm proposing money again. God damn it. Because this gets its wheat from, I don't know, probably here. Leaps over here later on when we actually end up with Slipstream. We don't have to. We would have to fund that, actually.
The real problem is that nothing gives us science immediately. Like, that's the issue, right? Is that nothing gives us science.
I feel like it all gives us science in the future.
Yeah.
At some point. But if everything does that, shouldn't we just focus on the best thing we can do at the moment? Whilst exploring as much as we can.
Yeah. Man, I just wish we could get goods to... I wish we could get goods to that arid colony up at the top, because that remnant world is ready to pop into a freaking... It's ready to pop and freak into a Xenolab.
Ah, right, this one.
And the one to the east remnant world.
Ah,
that
right,
one.
Of course.
Is there anything? I mean,
I guess it'd be that making bots and then make it fulfill all of its inputs enough times that we end up with the machine repurposing there. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. I think, honestly, legitimately, I think it's intel that we need more than anything else right now. So I think, yeah, you're...
Oh, come on! Ah! All these planets suck. I want to blow them up.
Okay, I mean, the thing that I'm seeing here is... Okay, I have a pitch. I have a pitch for something that's actually pretty decent. Decent enough, anyway. We stick down an ore lab in the middle there. So that's mineral, and then the ocean world becomes a colony, and there is a two-way trade. There's a two-way trade set up between one of those mineral planets as well. So that immediately gets us a little closer.
Okay.
That's as far as I've sort of... I mean, how much stuff is around the ocean world? Is there anything decent around the ocean world?
Good question.
That's actually okay.
Not awful.
I think
so.
Yeah.
What strikes my mind is that would also want a wheat, right? And if it wants a wheat, we can provide that from down here at the primordial. And if we're doing that, well, we might as well do the whole other plan that I said previous.
Look, I don't have any issues.
Another successful colony. This becomes a successful colony. This gets goods. Goods go in there. Pop, pop.
I don't have any issues with that plan at all. I just think that we can do that at any time. Getting the mission done as soon as we can, I feel is a priority.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that they're both able to happen. Right?
Okay.
This does not lock out this.
I'm
plan.
with you. I'm with you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that then? Is that? Are we spicing it up a little? It's a little risky because, not sure what the future's going to bring, but can we get
That's okay. I mean, look, both of these are encapsulated, right? And their energy later on.
It's true. Can we get the lab down before year end instead of connecting up that two-way route by any chance?
Lab's going to take, what, 3 months, 2 months to create? So it goes down, and then I can connect one thing into it, getting nothing.
Rip.
Unless I don't get that and then go...
Yeah.
So it's one science before the end of the year? Do we want to pay for that with as much income as that's going to cost us?
Hey, ain't that the $4-10 question? No, I think you're right. Yeah, don't Don't do it. Don't do the lab. But I think that we're still...
But
I think
orbital.
that strat is good. But orbital?
We can do this before the end of the year. Increasing our income for the next year.
Okay. Is it... I'm just not sure.
Although, even if I don't connect those two and then machine repurpose, why?
Not enough cash.
Two. Why?
We can
Why?
pop an asteroid. We can pop an asteroid. We can do that. We can roid a little.
Which roid?
What's the capacity of our galaxy at the moment? Are we about to hit the next level?
Nope.
Oh, we got ages.
As
Okay.
far as we can be.
All right. Swamp it up. Let's freaking go. Not that one. Not that one, because we're definitely taking that mineral.
It's literally these only two.
Yeah. Take the top one, right? And then because the bottom one we will take for mineral at some point.
Not too fast, personally, on which we do there.
Oh, but hold on. We were holding off until we completed the mission to do that because we might get a prosperous remnant mission. But if you want to do it now for the extra income, I wouldn't begrudge you. It was just... Almost certainly we're going to have to prosperous a remnant world for Vittori or something. I mean, it's enough income. It's enough income to justify doing it now. Like, it absolutely is. Like, it's... Look at that. It's nice.
We have... So this would be the other remnant world that we would need to... I mean, this isn't too difficult to get to prosperous.
I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. And then skip to the next year? Or do we want to send out a scout?
Honestly, I think you could... Maybe you could do that, or alternatively, you could colonize the mineral world. It will decrease our income by 2, but it does mean that we're going into the new year without having to... It's 4, actually. Yikes, but maybe it's worth it. Yeah, actually, the asteroid pop is totally valid, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I like that. I like that. This doesn't have an extra person.
It's okay because it's the ocean world that's getting the that's giving the person to the colony. Yeah, for the two-way trade.
Right, and does this ever get an extra person to go out here?
No, never. It would be great. It'd be great if we could, but I doubt it. Actually.
Arid desert and mineral planets can take that input to make energy. And then it'd want water after that as well.
I think we get nanochannels, right?
Make it cheaper. So we're going nanochannel. If we're doing that, it's nanochannels and slipstream relay.
Does it need to be?
Literally the reason I'm going slipstream here is for infraspace mastery, just so that we have the ability to try and... Because some of these are cut off in the middle where they are just lacking, but they could easily have a good time, you know?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, look, I think we take slipstream nanochannels at the moment. I mean, solar superconductors are so freaking good, though. They're so freaking good. In fact, hold up.
Is that going to matter after we get Starbirth though? Because we're going Starbirth after that, aren't we?
Yeah, you're right. It's not gonna matter.
Probably even before we go for the infraspace mastery.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was just thinking because solar superconductors could fulfill that good on the arid colony, but I think we just need to get the lab done and get these missions out of the way so that we can move on to the next missions, I think. Okay. Nice.
Possibility of piping in from here still in the future.
Yep.
Send a scout out for a 5-er?
I think so.
All right. That's a hard commitment right there.
That's good. That's really, really good. That's okay. That's one Xenolab, maybe 2. If we can find...
If we can make both of them Xenolabs, that's the Vittori mission done.
But where are we going to get the water from? Actually, We can get
That's the
water,
great question, right?
We can get the water from the northmost lab, the water export up there, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. That's one certain. Actually, hang on. Let me see if it connects. One certainly. Not colonized. I can do that. That can go there as well.
But then where do we get the people for the top Xenolab?
Xenolab.
Yeah, the primordial.
Right, yes, because...
Yeah.
Well, this is only getting one more person unless we also put a good into it, right? So this is only ever going to be one person here. That's not a bunch of stuff on that adjacency. It's also a Xenolab.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing, I think. The northmost primordial is easy to fulfill, right? Because we know the route map for that. It's actually do that. That's a great shout. Or alternatively, connect up the wheat route, the wheat primordial that you were chatting about earlier. We don't need to do the rest of your process, but we could do the wheat connection maybe by the end of this year.
No. Again, 3 months to colonize it.
Yeah. Okay. We can. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's goods. That's goods. That's goods. And ore. And a two-way ore trade, actually.
Oh, you're right. Although that'll take the extra person out of this, so it'll
will.
immediately remove the value of doing it.
It will. You're right.
But that's for the world where both of these get funded by the same person.
There could be something on the backside. You never know that a colony perhaps that is legitimate enough.
Let me at him. Let me two bang him.
That's
literally no two bang available there.
I mean, maybe to the south, just next to the primordial there. There's a two banger there. It's still good intel.
I dislike it.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a colony. That's a two-way trade if we make this a people makes water, and people makes water would be happy to go into Odin. Pops that successful.
That needs to be wheat though, right? For the ocean world biomass.
I mean, that's if we are doing that, right? Because we have other options available now. So if this isn't wheat, then we're not doing the same plan we were previously doing down here, which is fine. We can do a different plan. This can literally just be, and then goods go out to here. But it's just the people from here need to do something. Otherwise, why are we doing anything there? Like literally, it's just making a good, and then the extra good could theoretically go here, but we have no reason to do that yet. I actually kind of like the world where, how would we get biolab?
Can we get... No.
I mean, this is a two-way trade, and then we just need anything to get wheat for these two, which is a bit rough.
No, we can just leave it.
Colonize this and see.
We can, okay, yeah.
We can leave it at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, we can leave it at the moment, and sort other stuff.
And again, all of those can be fixed later on once we go for Starbirth.
It's true. It's true. I mean, that desert world right next to the ocean world is looking so juicy. It's looking great.
Ain't it just? Well, okay. If that's what we're doing, let's think about the rest of our missions. Because, like, if...
Hold up. Okay, here's a pitch. Here's a pitch.
Love it.
Let's... The remnant world up to the top, that could produce ore, feed that down into the lab. It gets us 2 science. That means that we only need to build 1 Xenolab. The Xenolab can be on the northmost primordial, can be supplied by the water planet up to the north. Does leave water and a person hanging for the short term until we get Starbirth, which will allow us to put a good into the arid colony, which will sort out all of our people needs. Right?
So this would need a wheat, right? For that? Because the water's coming from here?
Yes, that would come from the primordial below.
So, but that then needs a monoculture.
Yeah, but who cares? Who cares about the?
Yeah, I know, but like if we're making, Oh, right. Sorry, you mean... Hang on. What do you mean?
Okay. So the northmost primordial becomes the Xenolab, right?
Okay.
The Xenolab is supplied by the water export planet to the north there.
Yep.
And it's also supplied by the ocean world to the south, which is going to get its extra wheat source from the southmost primordial. It's going to get the monoculture farm there. Does that make sense?
Right. So southmost primordial is not this one. It is this one.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Southmost
No, that's
primordial on
totally
screen.
fine. I was just still looping this in because I was thinking about the previous plans, but that I don't dislike that. Let's set that up actually and just see where that leaves our money. What are we on? 39 right now.
We can also
have no
pop,
rewinds.
If you do primordial, you can pop that. Yeah, you can pop that asteroid in the middle there.
Mm-hmm. So this is Xeno. This is Mono. I mean, I guess, yeah, well, we do want to connect them before the end of the year anyway, so those get connected. And then this is also a water export that connects to there. There's our Xeno Lab online. This could pop.
Yep.
There is a remnant there as well. This is hanging the requirements for the person.
But, yeah.
That could now get the good from here if we wanted to do that in that way.
Also,
because the good would make an extra person. Actually, can't reach.
That's criminal.
It's obstructed by the forebear, so it's just not possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could loop in. All it would accomplish is that this becomes successful. Wouldn't accomplish anything else just yet. Would give us some extra resources later on. But that's not relevant at the moment. That's not what you're talking about. So I mean, I guess that could even throw in there.
Yeah, it's nice.
3 more income.
I
cut us off, but
I mean that's kind of what I'm envisioning eventually. But after that, lava world is turned into a star, and the goods go to the arid there. I mean, look, this basically just leaves us needing to get either one more Xenolab or turning that remnant world into an ore mine and connecting to the science lab. So we've basically got this mission on lock, the way that I see it, and we just need to find a two-way trade to force, basically.
Mm-hmm. Two-way trade to force. Are there any that immediately come to mind?
There's there's an ore into the colony, perhaps. So we could do. Actually, no, we couldn't. I mean, there's a primordial into an arid, like the water arid, down there, which is you correctly identified as. In fact, actually, yeah, I think that's the play. I think that's a really good water extraction planet because that allows us to also pop successful on the ore planet as well.
I like it.
So let's get the missions done this year, actually. Yeah, easy.
Where are we getting the final 2 sides from? It's this one, right? Making the person. Yeah, okay.
Person into ore, yeah.
So, undo. So do we want the 2 signs before the end of the year, or do we want income as our focus?
I think
that is both.
Yeah, I think 2 science is fine. I mean, 37 income is good. Still happy with Slipstream?
I'm thinking about it.
I don't really see any use cases for Slipstream, to be honest. Like, I know that you want infraspace mastery, and there's a couple of things that we can fix with that.
Mm-hmm. There's always so many things you can do with that, though.
I know.
Geo-harvesting, we would be breaking the planets we intend to use for the Starbirth anyway. Matter transposition. I mean, yeah, changing the position of some things would be kind of good, but like, a lot of the things that we destroy are going to fix our problems. Actually, that might be the reason we don't need Slipstream Relay, because once we destroy these for Starbirth, we're going to fix a lot of these problems on the inner side.
The only reason really to consider, in my mind anyway, to consider solar superconductors is that it saves us 15 science, and that gives us a monstrous head start on Starbirth. Like a year and a half. 2, actually.
So we take that, right? And we're getting 2 more science this year. So we're up to 15 income. We expend 15 here. We end up with 12 left over. 12 with 15 income takes us to 27. And then 1 more year after that of 15 takes us to 43.
Yeah.
Or we don't go solar superconductors. We instead spend 15 more. 43 minus 15 ends up 28. We're short of Starbirth. Yeah, so it takes a year longer for us to get Starbirth.
Yeah.
God, maybe that is just good enough, right? But
The other thing to consider is that Infraspace Mastery as well is not going to come online until 6 years. 6 years? Am I 7 years?
Well, from now or from when?
From now. I'm just sort of thinking.
7 years, 12. Actually, you know what? Let's take a second here. I know I'm jumping ahead, but scarcity negates all unemployment effects and produces an extra 1. That's one we thought about before. Right? And Virtual Afterlife is basically the worst version of that right now. Starbirth Trade League. Trade Hub League is the mission. Trade Hub is the structure. How would we get 2 or 3 different types of resources into the same thing from that, right?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Bot, maybe. This could successful if we get some water up there. And that would be possible if we're doing the colony and then people, and then that would be possible to get that up there. So that's a 3, right? 3 different resources. 3 different resources in a different area. I guess bot, wheat, maybe people if people count. Can we see if people count? Trade hub structure.
Connecting 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Okay. Interesting. I would love to know how much happiness it gives. Like, that's the info that we don't have, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the reasons to want to try and play with it right now.
Yeah. That's a good chat.
That does increase our empire size, and our income is now 0.
Ooh. That's a problem, actually. That's a real problem.
Yeah. This is still juicy.
Yeah.
We could finish both of the missions quite quickly. And we get the money from the Euphorians. So, in fact, we could even do that.
Yeah,
and then get the money from the Euphorians to finish this. It's just our income after that. I think we have to turn around and focus on our income for a short period of time after that happens.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong.
Okay, let's do it. Let's finish both of the missions this year. And we're doing it with the colony?
I think so. I think that's the play.
Let's just have a quick look to see if there are any other 2-way trades that are very open. So like this would be wheat into, nope, wheat doesn't make any of those. Bots into, bot does make water, but only on Arctic planets. We could look for an Arctic planet there, theoretically. Water makes people. I'm certain there's a colony where water is. Yeah, there it is. It's the Arid.
Yeah.
It's literally the one we're considering doing on the other side.
Yeah.
People makes wheat, or people can make pretty much all of those, but we have no direct adjacencies for either of those that instantly solves that problem.
Actually, primordial up at the top. Is that in range? Does the primordial all the way up at the top? Could that make water? Like is that just
this?
Yeah.
It's obstructed, but it could.
It's interesting. I mean, it's maybe worth considering.
It's not an awful idea, although it would rely on this not being
a planet,
or a 4-bear ruin. Even it'd probably still
obstruct.
Hey, that's a 2-way trade if that made people. Would that count?
No, it wouldn't.
It won't count. Okay. If we get this a good, that's a 2-way trade.
The way that it's getting a good at the moment is through a collapsed star, which is a little ways away.
You're right, it is. It's a little ways away. All right, I think we do default to the previous one. I just wanted to take a moment to check.
I don't like it either, to be honest. Okay, good.
It's those two.
$80. Nice. Very, very good. All right, are we happy with that?
5 income, but we do have a bunch of money from here. We've got a 4-bear ruin to possibly pop open. I'm happy with it, but again, I do want to now focus on money for a while.
I think you're right. I think you're right to do that. Absolutely. Also, there's a there's a connection between Odin and Waterworld. Yeah.
Odin and Waterworld.
Yep, you had it. You
This
had
one?
it. No, but yes, also. Yes.
Is that what we want right now? Pop successful. Yes, that's what we want then.
Basically,
Yeah, let's do that.
Basically
That's
pays for itself.
4 income, 3 income. Okay, we'll do the 4. Before we do that, though, just in case it affects it.
Yeah.
Check the missions.
Yeah.
All right. 3 new technologies is actually pretty quick for us to do right now. That might be one.
Yeah.
Discover 12 new planets. That's discover. That's not...
It's very easy, actually.
That's just discover.
I think I think it's top and bot, and that gives us money as well. Actually, that keeps us sustained. Okay, I think Slipstream is the play. But then that reduced the cost.
It did reduce the cost. Which 12 we have 12 and then 30. We could actually study. if we could, we could have gotten the solar as well as Slipstream, but we only have 1 more level 2 tech that we can pick up.
I think it's Slipstream. I don't think solar is useful enough. We have no use cases for it. Even if we don't have a use case for Slipstream at this moment in time, we at least have a couple of use cases for Infraspace Mastery with the trade leagues. So I think, yeah.
J'agree.
Perfect. Is that actually worth?
Was that not what we were doing?
It's
3 income.
It's good, but it's going to take 4 years to pay for itself. Right?
It's true. We only have 11 years left.
Yeah. I mean, it's good, but I mean, only if we have excess money. I mean, we can... What do we need? What do we need right now?
Money.
Do we, though? I mean...
We just agreed on this.
Okay, yeah. Hear me out, though, right? Like... We need money, but we also can do the scans right now. We can do the scans, and that gets us cash. And we've got an asteroid in that little collection there. I think we try and scan to see if we can find any extra prospects.
I'm happy to scan. We've got January, right? We're on January. We can make this connection later on.
Because we're fine for happiness.
Take those 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Jungle! What do you do for us? Nothing? Okay.
Nothing.
Thanks.
What are we looking for?
Good talk, bud.
What do we need?
This is money out here, right? The trip bang there. It's money. That's what we need. We need money right now. We want connections that give us money. We want to get really money.
Or the science.
We just agreed.
But we have a roadmap for money, right? Like I'm just thinking if we could get.
We don't have a roadmap for money. We have 9 income. We go to the next year, spend our money doing anything except for making money right now, and then we skip 4 years.
Okay, all right. Okay, how do you want to make money?
We need money.
How do you want to make money?
All right, let me scaffold some stuff out.
Okay.
Pop. But up. We're up to 11 from previously. Oh, we're on -1 at the moment. Oh, that was because I've colonized both of those.
Yeah, from 9.
11 from 9.
And that costs
so
us...
this is...
Yeah.
This is by far the best thing we can do right now. It's so little money in order. It's 13 and it gives us 3 back per year. And we try and find enough things like that. Like this. It's 4 more. Costs us 19.
So that's 5 years to repay itself, though.
I recognize this. Consider every other action is infinite years to
Yes,
replay
yes.
itself.
Okay, but here's what I'm trying to do, right? I think they technically call this running away from your problems, and just
Right, of course.
and trying to outgrow, like trying to find enough good stuff to justify just expanding as much as we possibly can.
Now, Orbital, I know this is just a random question, completely unconnected from anything you previously said, but if you had a credit card that was getting to the max of its limit, would you, I don't know, tighten your budget up a little, save some money, pay it off, make sure that you have the kind of timely repayments so that you don't accrue too much interest? Or would you get another credit card and then pay off the first with the second and just kick it down the line?
I mean,
I've just got an inclination that you might choose one of those over the other.
look, how many credit cards can one person have is what I want to know. Because then you just go...
I know someone who has 3 and did that.
There you go. I mean, why stop at 3?
Don't tell them that.
I legitimately, I mean, time, right? Time is our biggest enemy, and we can do scans right now, and it gives us a little tickle of income. And
Which more scans though?
Right? Yeah.
Wall banger down here, maybe.
Yeah. That's a
That's a
5 banger. Yeah.
Out of Forge Worlds.
It's, you know what, that Forge World is not great, but also, I mean, if we take it, then it allows us to get 5 asteroids, which honestly maybe makes it worth it.
It only connects to 3 of those asteroids.
Oh, big sad.
Yeah.
It's a goods connection from the robot world.
It's a good connection for 2 things as well.
Yeah. And that might prosper the...
Oh, no, wait, that doesn't want goods. That's fine.
No, yeah. It wants robots, though, right? Robots
That'd be robots makes goods for that.
Yeah. It's not
I
great.
mean, maybe that's money. Let me see if that's money. That's some money.
It's
It's 3 money.
I would just scan. I think legitimately, I think we just scan. We just need the tech.
If we do that
right?
and just scan a bunch and get to the next year, we then have the same problem and 1 less year worth of income. We need to fix the problem we currently have.
I don't see a problem.
Maybe if I don't tell him and just do it anyway.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, we have some income now.
It's...
Starbirth is going to be the next big fix as well. And that's coming up literally next year.
Here's another pitch. Which I know you're immediately going to discount. We double down on scanning so that we can try and get the Bakar tier 3 tech discount before taking Starbirth.
The Bakar tier... So we finish what is currently the Bakar mission 2.
Yep.
Then we study 2 more techs. Then we get the Bakar 3.
Yep.
Then we finish that. Then we study Starbirth. That's your plan.
Did I stutter?
No.
Okay.
That's not possible. I'm not even saying that's not a good idea anymore. I'm saying that isn't possible.
I think you're right. It was a bit wacky. I do think though that it would allow us to optimize our time a little bit better, but it's very dependent on what the Bakar mission level 3 actually is. If it's, prosper 16 more ore production planets, then we're screwed,
If it's anything, we're screwed.
Yeah.
We would have to we'd have to get 2 more techs researched to finish Vittori's so we can unlock the 3rd level Bakar mission. To then try and save some money on 1 Bakar.
I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. All right. Do your thing. Do your project. Do your thing.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness me.
Wait, that one can't go out this year yet.
I think it... No.
Well, I mean, if we'd scanned
Yeah.
one less time.
Yeah.
Virtual Afterlife comes up next year. This one's already pre-pogged. Anything non-pogged right now?
No, you know what? We should actually look to see if we can try and connect a couple of Forebear ruins. I don't think that we have the ability to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a bad idea. It's just no people here. We'd have to get a good in there for another person. As for the rest of the Forebear ruins, we have one up here, a good in here. From
I think so, right?
This?
Yeah.
Do we want to do that?
I think so.
Can get past, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the person here, I mean, we'd want, wheat in here person connect them out that way.
We do some scans to the south then. If we take the goods factory and then we do some scans to the south, we see what's there, right?
So we take the goods factory from minerals and send it up already, and then get the forebear. Is that the plan?
Yeah, but I mean, the part of the plan was also just scanning to the south and seeing if we have a wheat facility that can feed into the arid world.
Sure, but the thing is, we have to choose between robots become goods or all becomes goods.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we do that.
Yeah.
So, like, we can see what's around. Oh!
Really? Really? I don't think I've ever seen a... That is actually legitimately so bad. Oh. Actually, what are we talking about? We can collapse that freaking ice planet and just do whatever the heck we want. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we do.
We're doing collapses later on. Next year, we blow everything up. We need money so we can blow all the things up, though. So I propose.
Forebear ruins. I mean, that gets us definitely money, right?
Can't do anything with it. Can't do anything with this one up here yet either.
Yeah. I mean, unless we go the goods route, which we could just do. Actually, yeah, we should just do that. Hold up. Go back to the goods, the bottom right-hand corner. So that forge world can do, I don't know, ore for the sake of it. And then that remnant world can be crushed into a star if we want to. And then we can connect it up to give wheat and also the supply to the forge world.
Sure, but it can also do that before any of that. Right? It can do that if we just go to the next year instead of connecting this up to there, connecting to a forge world, trying to choose a forge world, having, 8 more months in the year after that point?
Yeah.
Colonization is 3 months here. The connection's 1, another. So we have 7 months left out of that year, or we can just do it at the start of the next year immediately.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Scan this year,
which gives us some time to solve money this year.
With scans, though?
Orbital! Why? 4? That? Probably this one, right?
Probably that one for high sources or something. Yeah. That's okay, actually, I think.
No, it's not. It's like, as to whether it plugs in, maybe. As to whether or not it gives us any planets discovered for Bakar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
1.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. Okay.
I guess Ice Ball does count.
Yep. And it's crushable.
We don't have enough sources to guaranteed even find 6 more with our current galaxy.
You're right.
So I propose.
Okay. Money?
Money, yeah. I propose that we focus on money a little bit here.
Okay, what more could we do to moneyify?
That's a great question. That is some money. It's not none money.
It's not none.
Some money.
It's not none. But it's still 4 years to repay itself.
The more of those that we do at the same time, the better off we will be.
You're right. Like, it will repay itself. Like, you're absolutely correct. So it's worth doing, I think.
Okay. Now we're looking for kind of simple ones down here. We can try this one and see how that goes for us. Can't even afford that.
You can pop the asteroids to the south because we're not gonna. There's 3 asteroids
connected.
connected.
Go for this one.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Although, you know, without exports here, this isn't even going to matter. Like,
it's money though, right?
It's +3.
It's not worth it. Absolutely not worth it.
It's very expensive to get +3 unless we have people outputs. And we don't really have many things that people want to go to around here. Forge Worlds
Yeah.
don't want people.
Even when we crush stars, it's not going to make much of a difference.
Even when that's crushed. Oh, actually, damn.
Yeah, that's great.
Didn't even know that was viable. Does this have? It would still need another output, but that's +4 just for a single connection.
That's worth. That's absolutely worth.
Definitely. We're looking for as many of those kinds of connections as we can get. Sorry?
We have slipstreams, actually. Also, there's an output there between Arid World and Robot World over...
Arid World and
top to the Prosperous. Successful to Prosperous. That one. To the connection at the right.
The connection at the right.
The east. The Prosperous World. That successful world that you're on at the moment.
Oh!
Right there. Yeah.
But of course. I like that. That's going to be...
5 income, yeah.
+5 income? Hell yeah. Love it. Like it, love it, and you best believe I want more of it.
I mean, we can start slipstreaming stuff around as well. Like, we should be open to that.
That's also true. We do have the slip relays available.
And then there's also the weak connection.
Sorry?
The weak connection at the bottom there. From the Swamp World.
Bottom here.
I know it's not great, but like it's something, right?
It's 4 income.
4 income. Does cut off the robot connection. But
yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. There's infinite ways to get goods into this.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
I like that. Good connection. Let's have another kind of like scan through, thinking about the fact that we have slip relays for anything that can kind of just instantly connect. We could also try and like slip relay this all the way up here. That's very expensive and it accomplishes very little. So that's a good idea.
Pitch. What about? First of all, yes, love anything that scans. But there's a Forge World to the south, which could maybe take ore, turn into microchips, and then output to the other Forge World. Yeah, that one right there, actually. Nanotech factory there. I know it adds a little something, but
31. Hop.
Yeah.
31 becomes 34. We get to the new year.
I don't love it.
Awful, but I also don't love it. Yeah.
Does give us more. Does give us a little bit of extra stuff to explore, which legitimately I think is a resource that we should somewhat value at the moment.
I definitely agree. I think that is a resource definitely worth valuing.
Yeah. Okay. I think we take it, and then we got Starbirth as well, which is lovely. So
put Primordium up there as well. Yeah. Let's take that. Do Starbirth. Start doing Starbirth things for a bit.
Can we see Trade League? Can we like take Trade League as a test, just to see what it yields, what it costs?
50.
Okay.
We can even put one down. God, it'll take
wow.
Any. Also, you give him 4, and it's like I'm jazzed about that.
I mean, the place that you put that, unironically, is probably legitimately fantastic. Like that's just brilliant. It's just excellent. In fact, holy cow, Earth-like can output biomass and water with just a single input of a human.
That is true.
That is very cool. Also, the jungle from a single input of robots. How much is it? Please humor me just for
50.
It's 50 to put down, but how much income does it actually give us?
-10 right now.
No, sorry. If we connect up 2 resources, just out of curiosity.
What, can't connect it to resources? I mean, let's undo before that happens, right?
Yeah.
Take Trade League.
Yeah.
Skip like 2 years just to get the money.
Yeah. It doesn't need to take 4. I just wanted to sort of see if it did like 2. Like there's one from the microchips and robots. down where it was, the right.
But it can currently take wheat, robot, good, and
Oh, I mean, yeah.
all
If
from here.
you wanna test the full capability,
Although
absolutely.
I would have to. Do I have to scan that? Actually, hang on. No, I don't have to scan that. I just have to put it like there.
This is a good test. That's okay. You can pop it. You can pop it and then just undo.
Exploit for 0. Okay, so its income is 12.
But upkeep costs
There's
are
a
10.
positive of 2.
That's
It's not a way to make money. It is a
That's
way
really
to pay
bad.
for its own upkeep and then also
yeah.
create happiness.
Okay, that's very low priority to take, to be honest. It's only 2% happiness
It's
as well.
low priority. The real benefit of this, I think, is taking an extra output from something else.
I think you're so right, actually. Yeah. I think you're right.
Now, it's only 20 to collapse them.
It's a bargain, mate. It's a bargain.
Damn. So if we collapse this,
Yeah.
that is person up here and
No.
the goods up here, and no,
yes.
because that,
Yeah.
and then that makes the extra. Yes.
It's so good. It's so good.
What that do to our income? 34 becomes, what is the upkeep for the protostar is -6.
That's okay. I think we make that back. Yeah,
we do, but it's still a wee bit rough.
It's a spicy boy.
Okay, and then God, we can even do it here. Just fix these 2 instantly.
I think that's worth it.
Can't afford it right now. Okay, we can colonize 2 more planets before we have to worry about administrative costs jumping again. This could then collapse, providing both of these, but that would still need a person output to really be happy. This would also want a wheat output. Nothing takes people in wheat. Yeah?
Is it not better to do goods from the Forge World? The Forge World in the center there? The reason being is that it gives us a trade league opportunity at some point later in the future.
So goods from the Forge World is in
sorry,
this one, you mean?
No, in the bottom left. The bottom left, yeah, that one right there. So we could do robots.
That's
robots to goods.
That's totally fine. I'm not fussed about that. This also with an export route will pop up as well.
That's true, yeah. Actually,
in fact, that'll also start providing a good if we wanted it to. It could just it would need another export for the.
It could slipstream. It could slipstream around. It's possible.
It's not impossible, certainly. I still think this is probably going to be the best.
Yeah, I
thing
agree.
that we can do right now. I like that. I like that a lot. I do like the desert pop here next year as well, connecting those two.
Actually, sorry, can you undo that real quick? Yep. And before, okay, so do the star if possible. I think there's actually a slightly better way that we can make this work. It's a little bit less income, but it might be a little bit better. And then do connection to the 2 worlds. Yeah, the 2 worlds from the star. And then connect from the water world down to the mineral planet. The remnant planet, sorry. The remnant planet right there. Yeah. And then connect up the arid world. And that gives you the option of moving the water around as opposed to the water immediately being sent back to the arid world. And instead, we can maybe make that successful-ish. And you get the hopping water.
The problem is this still needs another export.
What was our income before and after? I can't even remember.
So 46 with the way that was connected then. And 46 with this way as well.
Okay. All right. It depends if we want to look to successful that planet. Then I guess.
It's just we would need another ore export here, right? And that's only really going
Yeah.
into a trade hub at that point if we're doing something like that.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I tend
Not
to
gonna
agree.
work.
Tend to agree. Another person there would be nice, and then connecting it down to here. Oh no, right, this is an orbital lab. Of course.
It could go to the remnant world. It could go to the remnant world that I was just chatting about for extra cash. But
Yeah, it definitely could. That would be the fix after the fact, right? Just get another person in here.
we could slipstream a person in maybe from the bottom world.
It's not impossible, right? But
Yeah.
in fact, that could even just no, it can't.
Oh.
It wouldn't be able to go around the forebear. We would have to skip the forebear in order to do that as well, by the way, which we probably just want to connect that.
We should try and connect those. We should try and connect those.
Yes, this only gets one more person. This will get another person. As soon as we pop this, we can get 2 forebear ruins. That one goes there. That one goes there.
Do we scan for the rest of the year?
Yeah,
I think so.
especially right there. Ooh, double legendary.
That's
2
really
primordials.
That's really good, but unfortunately, I think anything that we take is going to push us into the next galactic classification boundary thing.
We're 2 away. Well, 3 away. 2 safely.
Yeah. Stars don't count, though, right?
I do not believe stars count. I think they count as a structure.
It's definitely not a planet, right? Like, it's definitely not a planet.
We'll agree on that much.
This is good. We can get this mission done by the end of the year. That's pretty pog.
It's no, it's the rest of these aren't particularly dense.
You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe. That's a 4-banger.
All right, I believe. There's 1.
You need to believe just a little bit harder, please.
Okay.
There you go.
I think I believed hard enough.
There you go. That's it. And that's got us money, so we can do the collapsing right now. If we have time before the end of the year.
How long does it take to collapse? A month? So a month plus 2 slipstreams? We can do that.
Dare I even suggest maybe?
Getting the forebear ruin? No,
Yeah.
we fix the income.
Well, it could be an income. It could be an income like forebear ruin. That's the thing, right?
It could be, but this is definitely income.
Yeah.
Takes us to 50.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, all right. And we still have time for the forebear ruin. Easy. Oh, dude, that's so perfect.
Creates. Oh my god.
So perfect.
Yeah, that can't replace there though.
It will. I think it will. I'm pretty sure it will, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, screw it. Let's find out.
It does not.
No.
It does not. That's big sad. Big sad.
We may end up wanting to choose to get money there instead. We can choose before the end of this year which of the 2 we do. We don't need to rush on that decision.
We can check out the forebear ruin in the middle as well. Yeah.
Precisamundo. Or and a micro. That means nothing to us. Money. Now, that would be +9. We have 8 years left, right? 7 of those are actually active. 7 by 9 is 63 versus an instant income of 54.
I think
probably the instant income.
I think instant income is better, yeah.
That's probably going to be the case down here as well, if I had to imagine.
Are we only hanging 1 resource in the entire galaxy, and it's that biomass?
I believe so. Resource shortage is -6. No,
Yeah.
okay, so it's that.
No, it's just one. It's just that one. It's just that one.
Yeah, sorry, it's just this one has grown for a while.
Yep.
Right.
I think this is. I think this is fine.
I agree. I think we're in a really good position.
Do we want to
That's why I'm taking so much time.
Do we want to take the next tech right now, actually?
Right? Just finish the mission instantaneously. It'll be virtual afterlife. Converts an idle person into happiness. We can do that in 1 location. This is actually also a location that could go in, although this wants an export as well as an adjacency. That is something that I actually want to do in a couple seconds time, is look through, see how many of these we have something that we can fix to make prosperity. But maybe we do want to do that after the tech, as I feel like you're probably going to want to focus in that direction. Another successful adjacency here would be enough, but this actually only has 2 adjacencies like that. That can be an adjacency, but this would also have to pop successful, so it would need water from something which it can't get from Tisiphone. Sorry, Teasophone.
Teasophone. Indeed.
You're right. My apologies. Only with... Actually, the water can come in from here, but it would have to be after Infraspace Mastery, which is not impossible.
It needs people.
Although...
It needs people, right?
Yeah, well, this would need people.
Yeah.
That's another thing that we would have to do, but we
Yeah.
can do that. I actually...
That Arid...
I don't strongly dislike waiting for Infraspace Mastery to come up first. That Arid? Where? Sorry?
That Arid can go to the mine, the mineral planet in the right, and if it gets the novelties that are sold off slowly, then it will prosper. All right, successful even. Yeah. That'll hit 2 successfuls.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
It'll hit successful, but it won't hit prosperous.
Sorry, I meant it'll be 2 successful connections for the mineral planet, and the mineral planet is almost ready to hit prosperous, is what I meant to say. But just like
right,
say.
Yes.
It's like very ready.
So this would become successful. This is successful. Yeah, so it would literally just be like exporting a bot from here.
Correct, which we already have a roadmap for to get a goods, and actually is pretty nice because it gives us like the opportunity to get a trade hub in the middle there. Actually, if we have.
Let's look at let's draft out some options and see what our income is, right? So it's 50 at the moment.
Yeah.
And nothing, nothing. We're in the correct. Okay. So bot
53. Nice.
Yeah. Not jazzed about it, but it happened.
But
and
it's trade hubbable though. Like that's 3 resources immediately if you get people, goods, and robots. So that's 2 income, which is self-sustaining, and it's also 1 happiness. So it's something. I'm just saying, we've got a roadmap. In fact, we got 4.
Yeah, you're right. It's not nothing.
It's 4 actually.
This would need another import and another export, right? Because we can export that bot, but then we would also need to import something else in there as well. I mean, Ice Ball.
Of course, yeah. Actually, hold up. There's an output of nano chips. You keep with what you're doing, but there's nano chips from the right there. Although
doesn't accomplish. I mean, it is +4, and then that would connect, as you mentioned previously.
Is that not ready to prosper?
So we went from 50 to 81.
Goods.
What do you mean?
Goods as well. Novelty goods in the forebear, and that will allow that mineral planet to prosper. I think. There you go.
65. From 50. We're 2 planets below. It's not too far. This could end up Infraspace Mastering through. I think we do wait for the next year and go for Infraspace Mastery, because then we can fix that, and that gets an extra person that goes there, and then we can fix that. Right? We get a lot of our currently established planets into successful planets, which pops prosperous on a lot of our other planets.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we get the orbital labs later on, the virtual afterlife later on, if that's what we end up going for, then we have the ability to just pop them across the galaxy.
Roid it up, please. I think is the technical term for the rest of the year. I think.
Yeah, we could roid it sideways there. Well, I mean that's not going to be a planet.
If you
eventually.
collapse, it doesn't count. I don't think
it's not a planet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we can just destroy this one.
Yep.
With reckless disregard.
That we're not gonna faff around up there.
I don't think we are. You're right. There might be some faffing going on there.
Okay.
Probably no faffery with that though.
Definitely not. Okay.
I think we're committing. I think like we now like leaving the actions that had been played previously on the board.
I
agree.
There is so much space here. I mean, look, we get 15 science a year, and we've got at least 1 more level 3 tech after Infraspace here. And in fact, hold up, I think we can get 2 after Infraspace.
Probably.
And that would give us maybe post scarcity, which I think is slightly better than virtual afterlife.
Yes, because it removes all of the people, gives you the positive +1. This will convert a people into a +1.
Yeah.
But your unemployment for the rest of the planet still happens.
So we can probably get...
Well, we have new missions if we want to look at them now.
Yeah.
Let's do it. One more ore-producing planet to prosperous. 4 more import hubs. 3 new technologies. Hang on. So 15 income. We have 7 years. 6 of those years are usable. So we have 6 lots of 15, 3 lots of 30, 90 on top of 10.
So close. So close.
No, can't do that.
So close.
Unless we did the Euphorian mission first.
Dude.
4 more import hubs. All right. If we want to be careful about this, we go from the left of the map and we look at each planet and we go, is this an import hub? If not, can it become one?
Mm-hmm.
Import. That's an import hub already. Will it even say if I zoom in on them? No, it won't. That's really annoying.
I really hope, that
1,
gets
2,
added.
3. Okay, that's already got 3 imports. This has 2 imports. This could take an extra import.
And does it need 2 extra? Is it
hard to find one?
Does it need 4 or does it need 3 to be an import hub? Is it just 3 for an import hub? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
3 for an import hub, yes.
3 for an import hub. Okay.
So that would just be an import of another wheat from somewhere. So like finishing that off and then just piping it down with the infraspace mastery.
Collapse a star up north, maybe?
Yeah, we can even use star collapse could even just go all the way down, right? We don't even need to faff about with that.
Yeah.
Although that is another successful adjacency for here, which would make that prosperous and which would get this one closer to prosperity as well.
Don't love it.
In terms of import hubs, this is still only importing one thing. So if that was going to import the second for that, that would have been perfect. This is importing... this is importing way too much stuff.
Yep. That's 2.
Wait, what? Oh my god. I can literally just see, like, how many things are they importing. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
So it's simple. Okay, this is 4, 4, 2. This is not an import hub yet. 3, that is an import hub. That's not an import hub. This is not. This could be with 1 more input. It could get that input pretty easily. Just collapse something, pop it in. But even that, like that is a huge amount of money that we're investing in doing things like that.
Actually,
so we should be careful.
If we collapse that ice ball,
this one.
Yeah, if we collapse that ice ball, that gives us 2 import hubs, right?
It does. I think import hubs are easy, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 20% less. So just making absolutely certain. 20% less is
it's going to do
8
it.
less.
Yeah, for sure.
On post-scarcity. Yeah.
It'll be well within. So, I mean, that just leaves discussion for the other mission. Is it invent 3 new tech, or is it actually get...
Well, I mean, the reason Euphorian was a priority there was so that we could get inventing 3 new tech.
Yeah.
Bakar, we have nothing of their tech remaining, and it's 3 less Valor points. I mean, like, this we could make prosperous with a wee bit of work.
The rationale...
This one, wee bit more work.
The rationale
this one's already prosperous.
Is that maybe we could do the Bakar mission and the Euphorian mission quicker, and therefore filter through some more missions, perhaps? We have 6 years left. I mean, it's a decent amount of time. Euphorians is a given, for sure. I'm 100% on board with that. It's just whether we can get a little bit of extra value, perhaps, from the ore-producing planet. But we'd have to have a really firm idea in mind.
This one is going to be really, really hard because it's adjacent to, like, no planets at all. So that's not happening because it needs 3 successful planet adjacencies.
That's... very challenging.
It accepts none of the inputs, outputs here. It would accept an output from here. It would do nothing there.
Yeah.
It's real rough.
Yeah.
This is probably our best possibility, right? This becomes successful with literally just 1 more person input.
Which you can do from the south.
And then
yeah.
That's 2 more import export. So this would still need to put out its stones somewhere, which is I mean, we could kite it all the way around here, I guess. That's not bad. That's not bad. This also wants another import, as well as another successful adjacency, which would actually
That would prosper it.
get this quite close to prosperity.
Yeah. Well, it'll get it as soon as it gets the trade hub, which is definitely coming online at some point in the future.
Exactly. Right. So that is another successful adjacency, and that's a successful adjacency with the person in. This literally past that point needs one more import or export. It doesn't get the bot from here, so it would need a person or a water.
Infraspace from the south. Infraspace person from the south.
Totally can do.
Yeah, I legitimately think that that's the play.
Let's do the trade hub first.
Is it that one or is it the other one to the robot world? Sorry.
To the robot world.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could be either.
The reason that I suggest the robot world is because it allows for a trade hub to be put down in a slightly less inconvenient location. I think. It doesn't cut it off from the human world.
I'm totally fine with either. No qualms there.
That's such a value star. That's so good.
Mm-hmm. I'm really enjoying the stars.
Yeah, they're great.
So this one we had a plan, did we not? It was piping a robot up from here. That's not a hub yet, actually. That would still need
star from desert up the top. That was what we were
doing. Star from the desert up to the top, which was so we could make an excess robot. I mean, the robot could even go there if we wanted to be cheeky. Right, that was the robot for here. That was what it was. Because that, sorry, no, wait, no.
This is not producing.
Oh, it's the excess wheat, and then the wheat. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm all odds and ends right now. Hang on. That goes there.
Oh,
that's the prosperity.
Beautiful.
There we go. And then this would get popped there. But that's another prosperity.
Import hub and prosperous. Beautiful.
And then we figure both of the it's gonna take us a year and a half, and we're gonna complete both of those missions.
That's good. That's really good. And that'll become an import hub. Yeah, that's gonna become an import hub anyway, right?
Exactly.
Beautiful. Okay, great.
Exactly. Okay, so you go probably around there. Just missed.
So close, so close.
That happens to me constantly. I'm just gonna put it there just in case.
I don't think that's gonna.
You know what? It actually probably needs to be on the south side.
Right. Yeah. Well done. That's pixel perfect, actually.
And then this requires
peeps from the south. Peeps from the
peeps from the south. Yes,
yeah,
peeps from the south.
Peeps from the south.
So we go into the new year. This has an upkeep cost of 2. That's not too bad.
Yeah, just stomach that. It's worth it for the time, to be honest. That is incredible. Okay, so now give us a 3 invent 3 tech challenge, because we can definitely do that. That's okay.
No.
Okay, that's not okay, actually. 2 more ocean planets to prosperous, maybe?
That's not impossible, right? This just needs successful adjacencies. This literally just needs 1 more successful adjacency. Do we have another ocean world? Yes, we do, but that one's complete garbage. It's got 1 successful adjacency there.
No, 2.
And another one. So I get, but that's an import hub, right? So
yeah,
it's its extra water could end up going down there, and then that would actually not pop successful because it would still need an output for its ore, which we still haven't found. But we could just output that down here, literally just pipe it through. Speaking of piping it through, weren't we gonna get a person and then the person and then the?
Were we?
Isn't that an idea? For more prosperity in the middle of the map at the absolute least.
Also, hold up. Trade hubs in places where we have floating resources, like that ore mine.
Again, trade leagues.
Yeah.
Oh, trade hub structures. Wild. So no, we both right. It's just it kept hitting my ear weird when you said trade hub, because I'm like, that's a planet though. Yeah, no, we have a lot of ways to get floating resources into those. We just want unique floating resources, which we don't have a huge amount of up there.
I mean, we'd have water and ore. right?
Easy. Unlikely.
What?
Very unlikely.
How unlikely?
Definitely don't want this.
Wait,
The 8 more science would be
yeah, I agree.
so rough.
I agree. But I mean, 10 planets.
10
though?
more planets?
Really?
Got 6 years? It's not impossible.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah, we should. That's what it's got to be, right? That's what it's got to be. Like we should.
It's
we
the
should,
most possible out of them.
Exactly. Unless, no.
There is no unless allowed.
I mean,
here, unfortunately, right now.
Even if we were to do the science thing, we'd still need to colonize like a bajillion extra planets anyway. So it's kind of irrelevant.
Oh, right. I know what it was. This has to connect to there, literally just for the adjacency, and then that has to pop successful. So that's what the person needs to come from here for. Right? Because this has an adjacency with a successful, and then orbital lab.
Yeah.
Sorry, Xenolab. So it needs, this is another adjacency, which will count, but it needs this to be successful.
I don't think it'll count though. I don't think that'll count if it's not importing or exporting. No, I don't think so.
Has to trade. You're right. It has to trade with them.
Needs another human. It can get a human, but we don't want it to because we're gonna get.
It can get a human from down here, and then this exporting a human makes it successful.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah. Big yes.
3 prosperous with 1 action.
Wow. That's huge.
Money's doing a little worse for wear right now, though.
It's okay. That's got to be the ocean. We can prosperous that ocean super easily, right? Across the right.
Not super easily, but yeah, 2 successful adjacencies.
That's good. That gives us something to look for, right? We can get maybe a couple of brand new planets out there to try and maybe feed the biomass. Yeah, maybe do some scouting. Yeah, do some colonizing. That's a shame. That's a shame.
It is.
That's even more of a shame.
Those really don't rock. We have no money at the moment.
We can roid. There's 1 roid there.
1 roid for 6. Another roid for 6. Yeah, we have two roids.
I think we take the roids. I mean, God, colonizing 10 planets is a toughie.
You're right, it is.
Actually, thinking about it, is there any way that we can maybe do a little bit of scouting down south? Because there's a floating good from that 4-bear ruin there. If one of those is a colony, then we'd be pretty well placed to stick down an extra colony in the, well, just a little bit more to the east. But that's also really, really, really good.
Can't do anything with this.
We have options, right? Like we've got loads of options.
Yeah, we just need to find a direction that we actually want to expand in.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just becoming a lot harder with that at the moment.
There's that other roid maybe, and then just going to the next year or doing some more scouting or.
Yeah, I mean, if we, that's pretty dense, I guess.
It's
I
also
can get all 4. Let's do it.
It's also the closest proximity to the black hole in the middle there, which means that it's probably going to have a little bit higher density up to the north.
That's true. That's true. It's also got an energy adjacency.
Yep. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 planets there, which we can probably find like some. Yeah, hold up. Mechanized harvest, or from the mine, robots from the forge worlds. If it's robots from the forge world, the extra good can go. Yeah, okay. So mechanized harvest on that jungle world.
You want the robot from the Forge world?
No. Sorry. I'm speaking in.
I mean, would we skip to the next year at this point, or do we just pay the price? We can pay the price of the upkeep. It's -1.
Yeah.
It's -3.
Anyway, that can go as an output to the... Yep, right there. Beautiful. I wasn't even considering that, to be honest, but that's great. Can you
So
undo
if this
that?
gets one more import of a robot, this pops prosperous.
Yeah, so we can get that from the Forge World up to the north, is what I was trying to say.
Forge World up to the...
Yeah, that's the one. And then supplied by the mine.
I was thinking of getting an existing robot.
We don't care about
This
the existing
would
robots.
also pop prosperous for doing that.
Let me rephrase that. We can definitely do that, but also we just need to colonize planets, as many as we possibly can, and my method has got at least another 3 planets of prosperity, or 3 planets of colonization involved.
Sure, but let me draft this first. 1, 2. Excuse me.
It's because you did the energy. It's because you're now using the energy instead of robots. Undo. Actually, this works perfectly. This works perfectly. So if you undo a little bit more, and then don't connect the star up, and then now do your whole robot connection thing with the infraspace. And then also, no, wait, undo. Also robots from the Forge World in the north.
What?
The very most northerly Forge World.
Oh, right. So you're using this as like a person or a bot to just try and include more things in the system, do the same thing?
Pretty much, but to be honest, I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking the ocean world up at the top could also become a colony, and that colony could be supplied with the energy. That's what I was kind of thinking, if that makes sense.
Ooh, right. And this...
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a mine.
Yep.
That goes up there, and then
Correct.
that energy, and then...
Correct.
Okay.
And then we can still connect the output
I
of the
don't
mechanized
dislike
harvest.
that. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot
Our
of money.
income right now is 92. One more and we go to the next size of things. So let's do everything we can before that.
Okay. All right. Mechanized harvest into jungle. Yeah. Also, the... Can we prosper that ocean world in the very south right now if we got a little bit of extra time and or available resource?
This one?
No, sorry, the very most westerly ocean world at the very south of the world. Yeah, that one. No, we can't do
that's
that now.
literally just successful adjacencies.
Okay. Negatory.
Sorry. I think we want to get to the next year before we... It's like... I mean, that... No, but we don't want to pipe that one in there.
We don't, yeah.
Then that would eventually be connected.
I think that's fine to do, actually.
Okay, takes the water out there. Yeah, because we want the water to go out here, not here.
Yeah.
So that's still a trade. So we connect that, and then we literally just skip to the next year and then set up the rest of it, as you said previously.
Yeah, and then maybe tech as well. We can take tech now as well if you want.
We can, but
yeah, no reason to.
Unless we're about to utilize one of them. Yeah, exactly. No
Yeah.
reason to yet.
We might even be able to get another technology mission after this.
It's true. May actually be worth holding on to it, literally
Seriously?
for that reason.
Yeah.
There's the next year. And then this was colony. This was people. That's a double connection. This was bots. That connects. That connects.
Good. Prosper.
That connects.
Does it even need to be?
Hmm?
Does that energy even need to go in there? I
I mean, it...
Maybe we
Do
explore?
you want to hang the wheat?
Maybe
I mean, we
explore.
could also just turn that into biomass
Yeah.
to get another planet in.
I'm trying to add as
And we
many
can explore
steps.
before we do that.
I'm trying to add as many steps as I possibly can to just pog us up a little bit. Also, that's a 4-bear rune that could be supplied by that colony there, which is very appetizing.
It can be, but as soon as this pops... Oh, no, this is already... Yeah, okay. Yep. Yeah, it can be. But we want to make sure we're not bisecting something important first, so... That's a 5-er. That's another 5-er, I think. If I'm careful about it.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Yep, there's a 5-er. And then... This actually feels like this is... Yeah, a 4. So 3.
That's perfect. Go for it. That's incredible. Also really good. I mean, that's chips. That's chips from... Or, yeah, scrapping operation nanotech factory. That's another 2 planets on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. I like how we're now just sort of like working.
Whoa!
That's really good, actually.
More bear ruins.
Okay.
Actually, can we? Yeah,
Another
that's
colony?
an algae farm. That's an output there, and it actually fulfills the ocean.
Dude, I was thinking another colony.
I was thinking an algae farm. Just to try and keep income. Because colony, and then we get, I guess the scrapping operation gives us the output, and then we need to find wheat.
Yep.
From
basically. But we could collapse. We can just totally collapse the mineral planet up to
we can collapse, but collapse what?
The mineral planet.
Oh, we can collapse the mineral. Oh, we can collapse mineral.
And that adds what, 3 planets? We don't even need to collapse it. We could just actually set that up as a trade route and collapse the arid instead, right? I think. Maybe not, actually. Arid,
no, can't collapse arid.
I mean, we still have 1 scan left to do. I think we do that scan and then...
It's true.
Determine. Because there could be a wheat planet over there, which would be really nice.
It's a negative on the wheat. We need to colonize 6 more. That will take us exactly to the final administration cost. So we may want to leave, like, the Bakar as the final thing that we do. No, we don't. Hang on, how much? That we have 3 years left. No, we don't want to leave that. I want to make this a self-contained system with the thing there.
Okay, go for it. I mean, just...
No, because it cuts these off. Well, it doesn't cut them off, right? Because this can still be, ore makes there, and then that makes there. It's just the person for the remnant is a little bit harder to do.
Wait, no, just slipstream around the top of the planet. It's fine.
Can do, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm coming I'm coming around to your way of thinking in terms of making a colony there instead.
The good thing is that it would allow us to get another 2-way trade with the mineral planet to the north. And now that, in fact, that we've got the desert planet there, we can actually collapse the desert planet and then just pipe in an energy to the ocean world to supply the wheat.
Two-way trades don't do anything for us. We took well prepared, not 2-way trades.
Did I say 2-way trades? I mean energy from the star. Okay, just my bad. Don't worry about the 2-way trade nonsense that I just spitting out. I'm just, the easiest connection to make is the ore and people trade, right? It's like ore is consumed by ocean world supplies people. It's pretty self-contained as long as we can find a couple of wheats. And so there's so many options up here. I actually think it's totally perfect and totally doable.
And then we do have the ability to get 2 goods out of here.
A bonus, although...
So,
yes, that would be nice.
That can't connect.
It can connect with the slipstream if it needs to, or if there's another planet up in the northwest. There might be.
Let's try and draft out yours.
Okay.
Right. So that goes there, and then that goes there. That connects in.
Yep.
Wait, no. We don't do it that way. We do the scrapping operation here.
Okay.
Right, because then this can blow up, and that can be our double connection.
Okay.
So this blows up, and it's our double connection.
Okay.
And then this turns... I mean, we want this to become prosperous, do we? No, that would still need another import. We don't necessarily need to mess with that anymore. In fact, this can just take the ore from here.
Sure. Fine.
Making it shorter, and then pop. And then literally these just need a person output before they pop successful.
Well, I mean, there's mineral planets, there's water planets, in fact, that primordial could become a water planet.
Yeah, and then that can just feed back down here, giving this a successful boost as well.
Yep. Also, there's the 4-bear rune, which we should try and do. Okay.
1 year remains at this point.
This is going to be tight. This is going to be really, really tight.
It is going to be very, very tight.
So what do we need? 2 more planets?
This also has another.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 more planets have to be colonized, and also we have to fix this still.
Okay.
Which is a bit annoying.
No,
There's
no, no,
two
no, 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 no,
successfuls
no,
that
no,
have
no.
to be made. Sorry.
Easy. We 2 birds, 1 stone. Back to the top left, please. There's a remnant world and a mineral world, both of which can trade with the ocean world, and that will hit 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Ah, no, it won't be. They won't be successful though. Ah, that's the problem. Okay, actually, undo that. What about that? That forge world becomes a nanochip facility. That nanochip facility supplies to the robot world. The robot world gets reprocessing. The reprocessing goes up to the ocean world, and that may be successful's 1 or maybe 2 forge worlds, actually, if we're lucky.
So we're undoing like almost everything there.
Yeah, and then just undo the forge world, and then instead make that into a nanochip forge world. But apart from, yeah, all the stuff that you've done is just grand at the moment, I think.
This would still need another export route.
Yeah,
but
but
it can't export there
it can.
until.
Can it not?
No, it can't.
Can it not do reprocessing right now?
No. Oh, well, it can't. Wow.
There you go.
Sorry, I thought it needed to pop successful. Yeah, okay. There it goes.
Okay, so that's 1 successful adjacency. Doesn't really solve everything. Actually, no, hold on. If we get the primordial output, the people output to the primordial and then down to the mineral, that pops that successful, right?
Well, no, this would pop successful with another person input.
That's okay, though. And then down to the mineral. Boom.
Still needs a person input. And another water output. I mean, it can get a water output.
Yeah. And then infraspace the person. Right?
Mm-hmm. We can do that.
I think that's pretty good.
Still needs another import export.
That's okay. That's 1 mineral planet to the right. There you go.
We have 6 months. Literally, we have enough time to colonize 2 things.
Actually, okay, undo that. Undo that, please. And then you see there's a remnant world. No, that was good. The infraspace was good stuff. The remnant world and or the mineral world to the right of the Earth of the ocean lake. You can colonize both of them and then maybe link up them both because they only need 1 connection each with the ocean world into a scrapping operation. It just needs connections, right? It doesn't need successful connections. Brilliant. Love to see it.
Even make it a Xeno lab. Oh my god, we don't have enough money.
But
Money is our limiting factor right now.
Okay, well, don't make it into a Xenolab then. Just a scrapping operation.
We can do that. And then, I guess, turn that into a mine and then turn in. That's the end. We can connect that first, though. No, we can't. Unless it gives us money, which it might.
Technology as well. Wait, hold on. Maybe turn into... Are there any other asteroids that we can take that would allow us to get that connection up and running? Because we could maybe think about... Yeah? Oh, no.
Why no?
Because...
December?
No. But we still need to colonize a planet.
Let's commit that. That's fine. Literally, as soon as we colonize, we click it and we've got to colonize, and that pops.
You're right. I was kind of...
It's not an impossibility. It's just...
I was kind of hoping that we'd get the Discover 3 Tech mission. Because that would give us more esteem. Oh,
you're right.
Hold up,
that would be a good idea.
Undo that.
Anyway.
Undo that and take the cash because we can still do the we can still do some projects, right? If we take virtual afterlife or
that's true.
Scarcity.
That, you know what? That is actually going to be far better for us. Let's take post scarcity. Neither of these unlock anything else, so I guess we can just pop them both if we want to.
Yeah.
No reason not to. And then post scarcity.
What's the
Ooh,
difference?
post scarcity is way much more money in cost. We can do virtual afterlife there. It's the same. This one would be post scarcity if we wanted to get value out of it. Virtual
Whoa,
afterlife.
that's
So we
very
only
expensive.
literally have the ability to do it one more time. So
That seems kind of lame, actually. Very lame.
that was 4% happiness.
Yeah.
If we had more money and could do it more times, it would be a lot more. Like over here, that'd be another 4%, another 4%, or actually 5% if we end up cutting that. Seven. Yeah, there's 7, 8, 9, 9 happy, 10, 11 happiness left on the board. The possibility of having more money instead. I think we're done.
I think we're done. I think we're done as well. All right. Have we platinumed it, Rhapsody?
Yes.
Yes! Oh, boy. Oh, that's...
There's no way. Okay.
Oh, there is no way. Oh, it's so close.
Next rank is at 20,000. That is by far the best run that we've had.
That's... our happiness sunk by 6% at the end there, by the way.
Yep.
Because of the uncolonized planet.
Yep.
There's no other way that we can go about colonizing. Is there?
No. There's absolutely nothing.
Is it actually... Okay, here's a question. Is it worth us eating the 500 score penalty in order to increase our
As
score
well
just
as
a little
missing
bit?
out on the renown that we get for... No, definitely not.
What's the score difference, might I ask?
If we do... What do you mean? If we just, like, connect something?
Yeah. I'm just...
We don't get over 1,800.
Okay, all right, yeah. So it's the colony right there. I mean, that was far and away our best run ever. I feel like we played exceptionally there. Actually, that was really, really, really good.
I could not agree more.
I know, it's so tantalizing, isn't it?
No.
Oh, we forgot about that one, didn't we?
Oh no!
We can undo.
That was it. We're undoing. That's literally just undoing projects.
Yeah.
Just removing happiness. Oh, let's find where those projects were. Scarcity. Virtual afterlife. Yeah, and then it still has to be that one up there. Yeah. If we instead tried to find a way to fix that,
that would have yielded us
not gonna.
huge dividends.
That is okay. That is more than okay.
This is good, though.
I couldn't be happier with how this is.
This is good because this gives us a roadmap on how we can actually improve. Like, I mean, look, we were able to get our best score ever with a couple of mistakes that we recognize. I don't think you could ask for more than that. I mean, that's growth right there. That's growth.
That's growth. You're not wrong. Oof. Man. Just oof. And also, man. Hell of a run, Orbital. Hell of a run.
That was really good. That was really good. Very, very good. I think, yeah. I think there was another optimization that could have been made there with regards to connecting up the free hanging energy from the star that we created in the north that we never ended up using. But I don't think it would have made much of a difference. That was really, really really
unless it turns something prosperous or you know successful or whatever, it wouldn't really have changed our score too much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just blown away. I don't really have too much to say. I feel like we said it over the course of the episode. So unless you have anything to say, I'm happy to go to the outro.
I do not. Thank you for captaining this glorious ship to our most unprecedented victory thus far.
Thank you for first mating us to our unprecedented victory. I will swap roles to first mate and Orbital to captain in the next episode, but for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slipways. The name of my compatriot here, again, Orbital. There is a link in the description down below to the channel you are not currently watching this on, as well as to a playlist for all of the episodes in the series, past, present, and future. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Bye.